Hello. Let's see how this works. Hey, put it right there. You can see the cat. There we go. How's everybody doing? Kind of tilted sideways there. Adjusting camera. Bear with me. Lots of crazy energies going on. Craziness going. See how this rolls. How's everybody today? We'll give anyone watching the replay fast forward about 5 minutes probably, just till you get a good idea who rolls in chat. How's everyone doing? Hopefully we don't have Troll Central. I don't mind the millions of extra views, but it gets a little ridiculous. I like to connect with chat, and I like to be able to answer your questions. There's a lot I like to be able to do with chat, so hopefully it's not going 90 miles an hour like last time. I'll do my best to keep up, though. And I want to state for the record, this is a positive environment, regardless of anyone's perspectives and opinions. If you're disrespectful, you can keep them to yourself. And I probably should turn notifications off. I just want to clarify there's no rudeness allowed in my chat. There's no disrespectful of other people. And no telling others what to do. This is my chat. If you do not appreciate it, you can leave. Just clarified now. If anyone don't appreciate what I'm talking about, then you're in the wrong chat. You got no right to tell anybody to shut up. No right to tell anybody what to do. I'm laying the lines, the rules down in borders right now. There will be no bullying and telling people what to do. This is a positive forum, and I'd like to keep it a positive channel, and I'd like to keep it that way. Bringing multiple perspectives together, connecting other people. And if anyone could go ahead and give me a shout out and say hello. Don't feel shy. Everyone's got their right to their own opinion. If it's rude and nasty, it will just be deleted. Thank you. Hopefully any moderators show up. Hi, Jason. Are you ready for some big mod job this time? Well, it might not happen every time. We'll see. They hit the algorithms just right. I got my Cash App in the description. Donations for a single reading. Not in vertical. Oh, good. Hopefully, it limited them for a little bit. Because I would like to get a... Maybe I'll switch it up then and see if it really makes a difference. I'll change. I just put it this way so I could see more of the chat better and you guys can see more of what I'm doing. I'm just shuffling cards because I'm used to using my cards, but I was going to go ahead and talk about more energy stuff and more dragons. I really wanted to go into the dragons in one of these lives or both because I learned a lot today on a whole bunch of misconception of energy and how people view it. I'm not sure if I like this version either because you're like, hold on. Maybe I gotta adjust this. Oh, there we go. I can still kind of see your chat. Well, that is so annoying though that welcome to live chat is in the way all the time. Well, if there's any questions, see, I would like to take right now, take a moment to address any questions anyone has for dragons, actually. That's what I'd like to do. Dark fairies? I suppose that's how you perceive energy, though. Oh, you don't like them? Oh, the dragons aren't very fond of those guys. Dark fairies or something. You know what? See, I think there's a misconception with energy here. See, dark, it depends on your perspective. Maybe we should clarify the difference of energy first. Because there's blue energy, there's red energy, there's there's both energies mixed together. Um because you can mix those two together too. That's what the balancing part is. The male, the feminine, and the aspect. Trickster is confusing. Well, I know, because honestly, Trickster is there to teach you a lesson. They're there to help you learn and discern the difference between stuff. So maybe people shouldn't be so disrespectful about Tricksters. I mean, they could be your own guides that suddenly channel in a Trickster too, trying to mess with your energy. I mean, there's multiple reasons that happens. And some aren't learning discernment between it, and it does get really difficult, I won't lie. For me anyway, the bigger the level, the harder it is, the more they work on you. But I mean, it's all a training lesson, really. That's all half of this stuff is. Waking up to understanding energy is really all about training and understanding the difference before you can even do it. So half these people that think they know what they're talking about actually know diddly squat. They're still going through a learning process, which I still am too. I got to remember that too. So anytime I talk about something, don't take it with a grain of salt. Same with everybody. You should learn to take what everybody says with a grain of salt, because seriously, a lot of people are just learning. They're still learning. You are ascending. See? The part of ascending process is learning the difference between everything. And have those people that say they're healing you, unless you can energetically feel it or can tell a difference, they're not doing squat. I mean, anybody can say they're healing and walk away and then it disappears. It's because you're not doing your own work. Because what true plasma healing does, because that's what you're doing, you're using plasma energy to heal with frequency. Well, at least that's what I can do. I'm not sure about other people, but so far I've noticed that's not what other people can do. You're not changing frequencies, you're not adjusting the frequency, you're just simply hiding the problem or just removing an energy, and then it will come back if you're not working with it properly and if you're not continuing with your own inner work and trying. You have to be able to work with your energies and help yourself as well, because what we do is unlock, assist, remove blocks. We can do a lot of things. I can repair, I can make brand new chakra system, but if you don't keep up with that chakra system, it's not going to do any good. So a lot of people misunderstand that too and think they're not being helped, but that's because you're not doing your inner work and you have to keep doing it and you're not learning. That's what someone keeps doing that I won't say out loud. He's learned it, I hope. But you can't constantly have somebody heal the same thing over and over and expect results if you're not doing anything about it. When I have a certain ailment or a certain problem, I'll cleanse and clear it out. I'll play frequency. I'll use crystals on it. I'll hold it there. I'll ask the dragons to assist. But more than likely, it's because you have to release anger or you have to cut a cord because someone is siphoning your energy, your healing energy from it. See, people can do that too. They can siphon your healing energy while you're healing yourself. That's what a lot of entities do and attachments. And that's what some cord attachments do too. Because I removed a whole bunch of Facebook attachments, and wouldn't you know, one of them I removed, I could instantly feel the difference. I felt it release and I burped from my liver. So someone was literally siphoning energy from my liver because I'm that strong removing bad entities through my solar plexus that I use my liver, which I learned with the help of Matt. Intuitively, I connected the two together and realized someone was siphoning my crap. So I cut the cord. Yeah, crystals help a lot too. I especially the selenite wand to remove any. You can put like back here if you got like a backache. You can even work with your chakra system with crystals too, and just hit this selenite wand and hold it there for a minute, and it'll cleanse out that area. And you can work all the way up and down your back as well as far as you can reach, as long as you're using energy because you have portals in your hands with energy through your hands, and you could use that to amplify your crystals too. See, I can I can energize my own crystals too, but others that can't can always supercharge them in the sun or moon, whichever they want to do. And then you could use it that way too. That way it's charged and you can use the energy in that crystal. So there's a lot of ways you can do and heal yourself. You just gotta intuitively figure it out. You can't just sit there and say, "Oh, it's this and that," or constantly have someone do it for you, because then you're not learning your lessons. You're not learning how to heal it yourself, and so it doesn't stay and you keep having the problem. Sun or moon better? I like the sun more, but the moon can work too. I guess it depends on the energy you like to work with. I don't know. The sun seems like the positive energy side, and the moon is like the opposite. So the moon might actually remove more of the physical ailment, and the sun the energetic. So you would honestly probably want to use a little bit of both, because if you could cleanse out the real bad energies with the sun, but then you can clear out the rest with the moon. You get what I mean there? Hopefully you do. Sometimes it's best to mix the energies and just use both. Because one does one more than the other, then one does the other. It's best to like. That's where they always say balance and everything. Just like the higher earth energies consider it as blue. Like the open area is blue, like higher dimensional is blue, but there's also red, and that's just the lower earth energy, but it's still earth energy, and it can still have a higher frequency, just different, if that makes any sense too. So it's not necessarily dark. Everyone likes to say chaos energy is dark, but chaos energy is actually earth energy too. Because that's where I noticed some of the newer ones, like Osiris and Mar, have that more earthy red energy. It's very powerful and strong, but it's only meant for specific people. Not everybody can use it. So then that they just have to find better ways to balance that out and use it in a different way. So everything heals a certain depth and a certain more like connections through DNA that you unlock. Certain things heal better than others, I guess. Because I know I can use both. That's because of my connecting aspects I have. I have the Tiamat connection, Tiamat connection. But I understood. You know what those are though. See, when people start talking about aspects, that's just because they're well aware that they can work with higher other beings that have the same similar connection energetically, but that doesn't mean that's who they are. It's just like a sliver of them to be able to communicate with that being on a higher level. So it's not to confuse that you are that person. It's to acknowledge that you can share your information and get information from those higher beings, and not all of them are necessarily bad either. Some just have rough energy, and some of them have, well, it's like when I work with dragons, it's more of an empathic, emotional, and I have to have my emotions balanced very well to work with them, because that way I can understand the difference in subtleties and their emotions as well. If that makes sense. So not everybody can work with dragons either. But yet I'm actually working with some of you, like you, Jason. I think you have your own set of dragons as well. Each person has their own little, like their own what, how do you say that? Not really gonna think. Cause each person has their own like collective they work with. It's not always all the same for everybody. And so what I'm actually doing is helping your dragons understand the concept of healing the way we do through the chakra system. It's like relearning because they some forgot. Or we're oh, and some of them are actually, I had this like dinosaur dream, and I think they were telling me that we're actually working with lower forms of, or I am working with lower forms of dragons, similar to like where dinosaurs came from, maybe a step up. Oh yeah, it's a little bit up higher, but we're helping them evolve by helping them learn all this, and then they become guardians and help other people. So I'm actually like training a lot of them in, if that makes sense, so that they can help others do the same thing. It's almost like reintroducing the dragons that originally were supposed to do it, because there is old information. See, now I said ancient, old information being understood again, or remembering to apply it now. Almost like a rebirth of energy, a rebirth of information, an entire rebirth of a connection that we lost a long time ago. Because originally, a lot of the dragons were trained, not all, but a lot of them were training that were actually in our chakra system. They actually hang out. I'll actually have dragons that sit in my chakra and protect it. They're working on it, healing it, upgrading it, giving you information, connecting you directly to, and the source connection directly through the energies and stuff of your own etherical form. So that's another thing I connected with too, to explain it more, is you're actually bringing in your own energy from your energetic body through your chakra system. You're not hooking up to anything weird. You're you're actually connecting to your higher self is what it does. It's to pull in your energy of your higher self directly into your physical vessel to have more knowledge and free yourself more from things and understand more and remember more. It's a whole big process. And some people already have chakra systems and up and running, and they just don't understand it because they can't sense the energy yet and feel it. Or they're like still blocked or still learning to accept emotions. There's a lot. It's a lot of emotional stuff, really. See, that's what the chakra system is. It's based off of your emotional energies. And the more you work on your system and clear it out and release a lot of stuff, the more you should sense your own energy and be able to discern better through what's going on and help. If that's a better explanation. Because I keep thinking I need to really explain that better. Hold on. This is. So feeling bad, they explain a bad energy or receiving. I'm not quite sure what you mean. Because going through the process, like crying is releasing bad energy or releasing an emotion. The release of emotion is like clearing out the energy. So you wanna clear out old energy and bring in new, and not that's hard to understand. There's a lot, and that's how you release it, through your emotional state as well. Because like if you're angry about something, vent it out, release it in a more positive way. Try to come up with a positive way of releasing it, or even just yelling it out and releasing it out. I mean, some people do that in good ways and some people do it in a terrible way, but releasing the anger, even just talking about it, like me right now talking to you, like if you have something that really bothers you, I can actually take that energy and help you transmute it. I can actually transmute people's emotions while they're talking to me. I do that all the time. I'm like a walking, living, breathing transmutation person. And that's what a lot of us empaths are actually doing. When we build up too much energy, it's because we're taking on other people's energy. That's what empaths do. And a lot of them don't understand that. So if you feel real negative suddenly, that may not even be you. It's a hard process. It's a lot of removing of other people's energy all the time. I started doing that finally a little more frequently, and I learned the difference myself. Because I was helping these group of people that have totally different, like that chaos earth energy, and I didn't mind it, but that's not me. Yeah, you're getting transmuted. You're welcome. That's what the dragons help me do while everyone's in chat. While everyone's venting and talking about things and sharing their experience, you're actually releasing trauma, you're releasing energy, you're releasing a lot of stuff while you're in chat talking. So that's why it's good to participate in chat. At least in my chat, because I'm transmuting what you're talking about. And I actually get to know people better through their energy the more they talk. Because then you're letting more energy in while you're talking to get rid of the old. If that further explains the concept of what's going on. I might change the settings though while I'm live if I can and switch it around to the other way because the chat disappears too much on this one. It's nice to see the big chat window, but it's probably harder to read other people's chats though too. So anybody got questions, feel free. The more you ask, the more you learn. Unless you just want to sit and listen, that's fine too. Because I read multiple cards. I read into the energy of the collective. I read into what everyone's talking about. And then we have some cards for the collective right here. You are ascending. You are ascending. This is an interesting one. I don't think I've ever actually got this card, which is kind of funny. The fact that I've been told multiple times I'm ascending. Ah, you know what that means? That means the collective is catching up and some of us in the collective are ascending as well. And I think that's a vague term too. I think everyone's on their own path and their own individual level. Some of it may mean more to others than some, and some might not understand it. There's just a lot to it. And I just hope through my channel and Patreon, don't forget Patreon, my lowest tier is $5. And I found myself removing a lot of channels either. Oh, you know what I found out too? I found out that there was channels connected to me that I didn't know were that were siphoning from my energy. You gotta learn that too. Every sub you have in YouTube, them suckers are stealing your energy. You gotta watch who you're subscribed to. It's just crazy out there. I mean, I won't say who I unsubscribed from, but it's you have to learn for yourself. Discernment is key. And basically cutting all cords and ties. You don't even have to cut cords permanently. It could be a temporary thing for now until you get your energy back, heal yourself. And for me, it's like when I increase and go up another level, I'm not concerned about no Dark Kingdom. I'm good. I deal with highly spiritual, dangerous things on a daily basis. I'm pretty good. And what I'm talking about right now actually is supposed to help heal, clear, and help you guys achieve that as well. And realize there's protectors all around you, and a lot of us, in our own way, are protecting other people too. Oh, and Jason, you might even have aspects of different beings as well, because you seem to have like a higher energy too. Because you're able to connect with Librans, and so you have a Libran aspect, and you have another cat aspect as well, but also a dragon. So you're able to communicate. That's probably why the dragons are able to help you more too. It's like in our DNA, whoever is closer, it makes it easier for them to assist. But you can connect to all those star beings eventually on your own too, and that's what aspects are. It's like a little soul fragment that we're clearing and healing that experience from someone, from that being, and assisting a being to recover. It's almost like a memory. If you think about it like that, if you think of like a computer, it's almost like a fragment of their memory you're saving. So in a sense, a lot of humanity has been sent down here to retrieve and save aspects of higher beings. That's why we're held hostage, imprisoned, and you name it, it's happening, because they don't want us doing it. So think of it that way. I mean, that's a higher level of understanding if you think of it that way. And that might not be everyone. Not everybody resonates with that either. Even if they are doing it, some people aren't aware of it either. So, I've come to know that some vessels are just unaware of what they're doing because of that process. Some of it's too much trauma. It's too traumatizing, and to have them remember reverts the process almost. So that's why when I heal and clear everybody and do the chakra stuff, I have to do it on a step-by-step basis. I can't just go whoop unless you're already partially activated yourself, because it causes too many problems. And you were right, Jason, too, about slowing down. Thanks for that reminder, because I needed that. You must have been channeling your higher self pretty good there. That was actually good information. Because I think that's what a lot of people need to do, is slow it down, because I think some of us are going too fast and it's not holding. It's not integrating properly like it should. So that's why I use this blue flame to help unlock that blue flame, because that's like a quick start. It's like a quickening, an accelerated upgrade or something. Yeah, like accelerated process. Hi, Major. How are you? I'm just going on about the energetic process and everything. How the ascension process could be faster, and that's probably why some days it's harder for me to integrate, because I unlock so much so fast, because I go into really hardcore really bad shadow work per se. I clear out a lot of shadows. I remove a lot of demonic presence. I remove a lot of demonic stuff from the earth. I remove a lot of bad stuff, including healing out my own shadows. And I think, honestly, shadow work, if you think about it in a different perspective, you're clearing a corrupted part of your soul fragments. That's what shadow work truly is for some people. It's actually clearing out and healing a soul fragment that you were sent to Earth to help heal and repair. So there's a lot more going on than some people will like open up to understanding on a higher level about. And if you think about it that way, that's why everyone is here is supposed to learn how to save themselves, because you are literally saving an entire species. You're probably saving an entire race of different species through your experience on Earth in this process right now. So you have a higher level job than you could ever imagine. So it's extremely important to do the healing properly, because that's what we're here for. I think too many people get glamorize it and don't think about it on a high detail level like that. So, I mean, that's why I get frustrated trying to explain things to people in other chats where you've been in this podcast that's been going on for 5 years, but not one person has shown any improvement whatsoever, and you're sitting here going, "What? Why am I in this podcast? Why am I helping other people? Why do I sit here and support a podcast that doesn't even support me or doesn't even respect me enough to have me on their show enough to share all this information? I have to sit there and share and chat, and then I have everyone energy sucking me like a vampire, hexing me like a dickhead." Because people with black magic don't know any better. It ain't being taught nothing because no one's growing up and no one's growing a pair and learning. So then you go, well, maybe that's not the podcast for me, and I need to do one myself. And that's what I'm doing with this channel. I want to enlighten people. I want to help them see things from a completely new perspective. Some people I know will not understand at all. But I just want to get away from all those people that don't want to learn, that don't want to help themselves and faking it and think it's a game, and think it's funny. And of course, at times I know I take my job too seriously and need to lighten up myself. But, and again, that's balance. That's balancing everything out and learning when it's what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, and learning to discern if you're hanging out with these people and they're sharing basically regurgitated information that you constantly hear over and over. It's like a big loop. The SSP program, the MK Ultra program. It's like, you know what? People have heard about them programs constantly. Let it go and grow a pair and find out who you are. I mean, you can sit there and talk stuff that connects you to it, but are you going to get past it? Are you going to let it go and realize in order to be in those projects in the first place, that means you are someone or some type of connection extremely powerful for you to even be in that system. So maybe break away from that and try to be more positive and come up ways that you can help the community achieve more, not just ranting about the same topic over and over and over. That's why I want to bring new knowledge every time I learn something, and every time I learn more about what I'm learning, and everything the whole process I've been going down, I want to share it with people. Because there's a lot to it. It's not just do this and you're clear of energy and then you're good to go. It's a deep process that you're constantly doing on a daily basis. You're an energetic being. You are constantly going through an evolutionary phase. You're evolving, which means you're going to be constantly accelerating. And that's why a lot of us, I posted in my Patreon a good video about it too. And some of these videos that I come across, I'm drawn to, I'll post in my Patreon to help other people get a better understanding where I'm coming from. Because sometimes another video I catch will explain it better and give it like a different perspective of what I was already talking about. And it's pretty amazing what people will come up with. All right, you are ascending, Archangel Orion. That's an archangel. That's interesting. So I just never thought of Orion as an archangel, because you always see it as a constellation and planet. All right, the challenges you are currently experiencing are parts of your ascension path. Ascension, and it's a simple term, is choosing love over fear. And in every moment, you have the opportunity The ascension process is closely tied in clearing fears, integrating limitations, releasing densities. You complete this work consciously through ascension practice, commitment, and focus. Alternatively, it can be triggered by external factors, outside experience, and events. When you learn the lesson, face your fear, and integrate the lesson, you're able to transmute the fear energy along with the corresponding vibrations of dense emotion, which have come up for you to release. So when emotions are coming up, it's for you to release. So like there's someone that talks about I've heard people mention their liver a lot. Well, that's anger releasement. If you're around a lot of negative people, you're probably accumulating that negative energy and you're not releasing it. So there might not even be anybody energetically attacking you. You're just unaware. You're subconsciously absorbing all that energy, trying to transmute it, and you're having a hard time. And so sometimes you just need to release more of it. And I do that with crystals, frequency music, combination of both sometimes. And then a lot of the times, if you just acknowledge it, it releases it. If you say, oh, I need to let go of this, can you transmute through this energetic block or something like that, you know? Use your words, because your words activate things that you wouldn't think you do. And I'm learning that because I can sense every little energetic thing I do. It's crazy. I can like sense when a block is released. Like if I'm working with someone, I'll start going like this, like right now. I'm releasing someone in the back of the neck is blocked right now. And I'm energetically sensing that from somebody else. And so because I'm doing this, I'm energetically already working on healing that person or assisting releasing that block. So that's what a lot of us do. We're energetic healers, and sometimes we actually start healing people just in our presence. And it's like an automatic thing. So being more aware of sensing other people's energy too helps a lot. And then this creates a void that you invite light into, which catapults you into experiencing the higher vibrational emotions like love, peace, gratitude, compassion, and joy. You feel the experience increase light. You forgive the people tied to your past fear and lesson, and you feel gratitude and compassion for their role and honor their part as well as yours in the process. Gratitude, love, and compassion create further expansion within your energy. Your physical body is raised at a vibration. Your DNA activates and you align with new levels of love, acceptance, and balance. The level of light you are able to hold increases. And it does this in increments. So if one day you're feeling extreme energy really high, and for a couple days your body is taking its time to adjust and get used to it. But at the same time, you have to release and let go of the old energy. And then the day after, a few days later, you're probably exhausted and tired. It's because your body went through such a accelerated rate of healing that it is now exhausted, and that's why you sleep more. It's a new level of harmony, synchronicities, and understanding. It'll unfold more as you move through the ascension process and actually shift or ascend into a higher dimensional experience. And every time you are hit in a higher dimensional space, you subconsciously are clearing that space. And it's almost like once you clear that other dimension you're in from it's almost like adjustment. Your energy is adjusting, clearing out more negative energy in your physical vessel so that your light body can connect more to your physical and bring your physical up higher. So I'm bringing a whole new concept and trying to explain this in a more detailed level so people grasp the concept of what's really going on. So you're really going through like a training process, training your body to be able to handle a higher dimensional frequency It ain't gonna happen automatically. And so, because I even went through that process of, oh, I don't have any more energy. Where's my energy? I felt like I had none left, and it was weird. And it's because my body was adjusting and got used to it. It's still there, it's not gone. You're just adjusting to that specific type of energy. I know it gets confusing when you're first going through it, and I'm starting to understand the difference more. So that's why I'm trying to learn to how to explain it better so people understand it from another perspective. And because so many people just leave it too blank and they don't get to the nitty gritty, what really happens. And the more and more people awaken based on the ripple effect you create, see, each individual is connected to every person. So when each individual has that expansion or multiple experiences, it has a ricochet ripple effect that actually helps other people rise too. And the more people awaken based on that ripple you create and form within the old, a new paradigm of consciousness emerges. So you're not necessarily creating a new earth, you're creating an entire new consciousness, a new consciousness version of earth. So it's not just earth as a separate thing. Your consciousness is connected to the earth. And so by your expansion, you're raising the earth into a higher dimensional plane as well, because we're all connected. And the more of us consciously connected to that rise is what brings it up into a higher dimensional phase. So it's more than just one person doing it, more than just one creator doing it. We're all creator beings simultaneously working together. Oh, I'm really bringing in a lot of stuff, Ben. I didn't even realize I do that. I just started talking about it. So that's why I said ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I know a lot of you are chilling and hang out. I might change this concept though. Oh, it might be locked though. Let me see. No, does this do anything or just change my camera? Nope, just change my camera. It didn't change the channel. I know, I think it's locked. I don't think I can change it. Aw, that's dumb. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust everything. I've learned different ways of doing this too. So, I was just trying to get more people in chat. Everybody must be busy. And I'm probably not hitting the right algorithm, you're right, because of the chat. Actually, let's see. Figure out something here. If I can't change it, I'll redo. I had this right by the camera. That's weird. So you see my big old fingerprint. Okay, well, I'll just continue on for a little bit. Anybody need a special card or anybody want a reading, donations, description in the description of my Patreon and Cash App donation is in the description. And yeah, I just said that funny. I don't mind being mentally quiet for once. It was almost too hard to keep up with chat last time. I didn't mind it, but it was getting crazy. And this one, the chat disappears, so occasionally I gotta check it. That's weird too. You couldn't sleep last night? Yeah, I had a hard time sleeping too. I was supposed to go somewhere today, but I don't know. I'm starting to think that some of it was meant to be. I probably wasn't meant to go really anywhere but the food pantry. I went to the I have to go to the food pantry because I'm stuck on unemployment. And then I tried to fill out my unemployment, and yeah, the site it broke on me. I'm like, great, I'm gonna have to go back later and fill that out. So I appreciate donations. Donations more than welcome. For a full clearing reading, my duo Reiki with dragons, and actually, my Reiki extends further than just dragons. I also connect to Lyran beings that are known for excellent healing, and a tigress being, this like a tigress goddess. And so she assists with a lot of healing as well. So I heal through multiple different energetic connections. It's not just one. And certain connections I can even connect to Tiamat and assist with healing as well. Thank you, girl. I try not to bring her in too frequently lately because I want to get back to my original energies. So I got to keep myself balanced out as well. No offense, girl. You do an amazing job too, but I just want to keep it balanced. So a lot of balancing is just being mindful of what energy you're taking on and dealing with, and if there's something not right and you feel off and you feel like you're working with too much of a certain energy, question it. Hi, Rundown Gang. And I bet you she's here because of him, see? Certain frequency has... About time you're up. Instead of sleeping, I decided to go live because I can't sleep. And the chat's way different, but it's keeping the trolls out, at least doing it this way. But now I ain't got so many views. Oh, well. Price to pay of trying to keep the chat in check so I can have a conversation. I'm just pulling random cards while I chit-chat. Oh, you missed it about the energy, man. You really need to definitely watch the replay. Well, I can even go over some of it. But I just noticed a connection. It's a different perspective than what we're talking about, but I want to cover all perspectives because I think some people are working on certain aspects while others are working on another aspect completely different. Hi, Nightmare! Thanks for hopping in. Oh, great. Then my chat. See, my chat will disappear. Sorry, I have to do this a lot. You were resting because your kids are still up, so it's floated in between. Yeah, I can relate. I got all the baby dragons that do that to me. Sit there half asleep, I get woke up out of nowhere constantly. It's like sometimes I gotta scold them too. I kid you not. Being sensitive to energies from even other beings has gotten goofy, man. I gotta sit there and holler, "Can I get some sleep, please? Quit partying in my room. Go out in the kitchen." Haha. Shoot. I'm like, get out of here. Go to the hi. Hey, now we can have a real conversation. Look at you guys. Y'all popping in. Yeah, real conversation because freaking the trolls don't like this when I have my chat stretched this way. Haha. Good. When I have it the other way is when I get hit with too many. I want to have a chance to be able to connect and interact with y'all in chat for a minute. Jeez. Not that I don't mind the popularity, but I want to talk to people that actually are here for a proper reason. Although hopefully a positive side to that crazy, hopefully all that energy still affected them in a conscious way to where it still raised their frequency. So hopefully we still connected even though they were trolls. You never know. Of course, not the bots, but at least we get the bots a kick in the a-hole. I just say, hey, if anything can rub off and inspire someone, woohoo. It's going great. Oh, I thought you'd recognize this. That's hilarious that I wore. I wonder if you'd recognize this tank top. Saint Brendan, Green Bay, was USA. Saint Brendan's? Brendan's? It's a hotel. It's a hotel with a bar. That's why he picked up your dragon. I saved his butt. Well, that's the problem with beliefs. See, that's hilarious. Some things occur regardless of what you believe or not. I think you've got through to at least 4 of them. Yeah, that's good. Because, I mean, religious is a control factor. What most don't understand is you're actually born spiritual. Right, I still gotta work on getting books for my kiddo, and so I've been doing some online stuff with her, but I still gotta get her started with free learning. She's gonna learn how to do math the old school way, the proper way. Even though most of the time you don't even use math for anything. I mean, I don't use math for anything. I don't sit there and go, you know, besides the basics, obvious 2 plus 2, counting your change and your basic living. Oh, yeah. The actual meaning, yeah. Use it for Jumanji. You and your numbers. See, I do everything. See, you read through numbers, I read through actual energies. I read through the emotional energy and frequency. Of course, why can't I find this? This is so weird. What the heck card? I drew something weird. I've never drew a card before. Haha! It's a new one! Understanding math. Well, you know, the basics, you know, the adding, subtracting, your basic everyday math, yes, very important, but not all the other crap. Unless you're going into that type of degree, then I understand it. But if you're going to, well, nowadays you just get a simple job doing anything. You have a phone with a calculator or a phone that gives you the answer to everything. Well, almost. Oh, yes. Faith, self-belief, confidence, divine connection, trust, serenity, surrender. Hopefully invest. No, I don't invest. Investment at this point is a waste of time. In certain things. Oh, look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants. I read energy different. Faith is beautiful. Self-belief helps you to overcome. Self-belief is faith-inspired confidence. Doubt breeds mistakes. Oh, see, I don't worry about inflation. Cruel words can do lasting harm. Be kind and supportive. Do not give up because past mistakes. Set yourself believable goals. You matter, you're enough. You are not alone. Do not be unkind because others have been unkind to you. Take delight in compliments. Hey, that's a lesson. It was hard for me to learn to take compliments. You don't realize how hard it is to accept compliments when someone's constantly called something terrible every day. And most people don't understand that concept. And that's why I try so hard to be positive instead of negative towards other people. I'm always trying to be supportive. Well, that's just silly, Daniel. Endings, beginnings, cycles, transformation. Let go of the past. The future is unknowable because timelines change constantly. Change is unavoidable. There is no going back. Allow yourself to mourn. Death rebirth is a gradual process. Shed your skin. The dark night of the soul. Allow allow innocence to be reborn. Focus on the short-term future. Change in beliefs, attitude, or behavior. Everything has its reason. See? All right. Here's the card I was looking for. Oh, where's my camera? There we go. I'm the user. Cheers. Nightmare. As long as you keep it... Okay. Everyone's perspective is going to be different. As long as we keep the chat positive, clear, we got to behave ourselves. I'm reminding myself. But I don't accept anyone telling me what to do in my own chat. But I will accept guidance. But no telling me to be quiet in my own chat. Math is not the importance of everything. Oh, that's what I just read. Aha! I read it before I got to it. Look at that. Talk about being intuitive with what you're already reading. Death and rebirth. Let the phoenix light you on fire, set you ablaze and rebirth. Burn off all the old and restore the new. Connect with nature. Connecting to nature helps you bring in higher energies and keeps you connected. Well, that's your belief, but I disregard what you say. Only based on my knowledge is different. But everyone has different knowledge. I said be respectful in chat. It's all I require. If you want to argue with people too much, you will get removed. Connect with Gaia. Connect with nature. The earth is ascending along with you. Oh, I was just talking about this. That's why they had me pick this card, and I was already talking about it. Okay, without looking at the book, I'll read the book for a different perspective. Oh, and you're not the nice guy. But thank you, Nightmare. Because sometimes I'm too nice, and I need a little bit of balance. Okay, this is what I was going on. Oh, this is big, guys, since you're all here. I opened up a big one. That's so cool. Okay. It had to do with aspects. A lot of us are aware energetically of different beings of aspects. But I've recently realized that just because I have an aspect of something doesn't mean that's who I am. That is a part of me that connects to that being that helps me assist that being clear and cleanse and heal wounds that they couldn't while they were here because they lost touch with the earth. And of all beings, of all beings, Tiamat is so important. And that's why I connect with her. However, she does have a controlling aspect of herself. Yes. And she's telling me, and I told her today, Yeah, I had told her today, I appreciate the assistance and I appreciate the help, but I would like my own energy back. And I would like to restore balance of the energies and keep it in check. And I am who I am. I'm not I'm not all you, so no, it's not control, it's teamwork. And somehow she understood. I wasn't trying to, I always try to be polite with all the beings I work with, and then give her in a different understanding. And a lot of our work actually helps release them from this this matrix. So we're not just helping ourselves, we're actually assisting a multitude of beings freeing themselves from this place. And that's a higher perspective, that's a way bigger thing than anybody could ever think about. I mean, we're literally saving not just humanity itself, our actual hardcore, like, yeah. See, I don't know the exact details, like the indigo type 3 stuff, but I just know that I have a higher understanding that we connect through these aspects to them beings to assist them, since they lost their connection to Earth. They can't connect anymore to their fragments of corruptedness. So they actually want help to cleanse, clear, and heal themselves and free themselves from this place so they can move on and be somewhere new. And that's what we're doing. We're helping other beings ascend with us, not just us. And we're helping other beings ascend. It's awesome. Oh, yeah. See, and I'm not afraid to admit my connections to any being now, because I'm starting to understand now what they do. Yeah. Cause see, that's what I was either doing that, or I help you have an aspect. You do have a thing of Typhon, and so do I. And you know what we did together? We all of us together, whoever had that aspect, completely freed him. So I kept trying to say, how do you have a fragment of that, and how do you? Now I understand it more. They gave me the information. See, when you learn to ask questions, when you get information, you learn more about it, and they help you. Yes, thank you. And I make sure to let the dragons know I thank them. And sometimes the lessons are really rough and harder than you anticipate. Sometimes Loop is a little rough around the edges. Oh, except Metatron. You mean you have aspect of Metatron? Oh, he does. He does. You do have. See, there's a lot of people that can come in here. Not everyone, but a lot of you coming in here now seem to have an aspect of Metatron, and that might be consciously because I got a connection with, because I have a kind of an aspect of Sandalphon, the twin angel, which I'm still trying to figure that one out too myself. Because I seem to be like the twin to like all the angels, not just Metatron, but they always show me with Metatron. Because they're like different. There's like a whole different perspective that I'm missing. Anyone fill me in? I know I gotta mostly look at that, look within and find it myself too. But I just seem to be connected to way more than just that. The deities don't like you? Oh, they don't? Oh. So does he have other aspects he don't like. Oh, you have other aspects you don't like, or he don't like. Oh, the Metatron connection doesn't like your others. Unless that's the reverse of what you're thinking. I gotta make sure I gotta clarify. What are you up to? Oh. Oh, you have to work on connecting more to those aspects. He's saying you're relying too much on one aspect and you're not assisting enough of the rest. And be careful, some of them are just attachments, not actual aspects. There's some deities that just like connect and mess with you too. So you gotta learn your discernment between the ones that give you false information or ones that just mess about. So you're connecting with your true aspects. It might be what Metatron's trying to show you. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, that's what they're trying to show you, is to connect more with some of the other ones. You can through, like, how I do is through pictures, like, even though some are AI and Piners, but I go through and look up a lot of pictures, because my guides will actually guide me to pictures. Everyone's different. You all learn differently, but it's just tuning in and under realizing. Because I was literally shown once, brought to this page. A lot of the times they actually access through their phone and use your AI stuff to assist you too. So be mindful of that, even though I don't like it. I hate AI. But sometimes they help you through that and pull you to certain pages because there's something you need to learn about it. See, and that's the trouble with discernment too, is you gotta read between the BS and see if it's something they're really showing you. Because I learned about my Seraphim connection. Well, that's a neat way of figuring it out. But yeah, so if you stumble across a web page or a random tarot reading, see, I even get messages through random tarot readings. Because your spirit guides actually work through other guides as well. And see, that's what I do. I'm actually connecting, like, right now to all your guides. Everyone in chat, I connect to all your guides with my dragons. That's how I can transmit and do the energy healing so fast, too. It's because all the guides connect and learn from each other, and the dragons show them what they do to help heal, or those guys show them what to do. It's a teamwork effort, actually, as to why some of it happens a lot faster. And sometimes I get a negative response because he gets beat up from one of your guides. Poor Lou. I guess some of them aren't fond of dragons yet. I think some of them are still getting used to working with dragons. No, he said sorry to you. Yeah. It doesn't help either. Some of us with kids, for some reason, the kids are really strong. They have really strong guides for extra protection, and that's they're rough on the dragons. Yes, look at him go. He's like, yes. Well, they kick your butt. Oh, he got Cheetos for you. Did you go get him yet? I was eating candy coated popcorn earlier. All the babies swarmed me and Talon dug in. And the neat thing about her energy is when she connects to me, she can move the whole bag on me, and I'm sitting there going, "Whoa, okay." You'll know when she likes something. Everything's moving. Oh, you got popcorn too. Oh yeah, hey, hold your hand out. Oh, hold on. Let me see if they'll do it now. Let's see if we can get some action on camera. I don't know if they will. See how feisty you guys are. I don't know. You can view it as anything. I don't know if the popcorn works, but this kind of popcorn, but regular popcorn is lighter, so maybe we'll see. Oh, now you get to do your favorite thing. Oh yeah, see, it's a candy popcorn. Well, let's see if I can demonstrate. I don't know. Are you gonna do it for camera or be shy? Oh no, they'll do it. Yeah, I'm trying to hold it still. They're shaking my hand all over the place. But yeah, they'll roll the popcorn right off. I'll do it again if you want to see. My hands are not shaky. They manipulate my crap and move my stuff. I'll try to hold it and they'll just move the crap out of it. And now he's really showing off. Oh. Oh my god, it's so cool. It's neat every time he does it. I get a kick out of it. They really like to play. Do that with your food. If you hold it in your hand, if your energetic portals are open for your hands, they can do a lot. Oh, let's see. Let's see if they'll move this. They like to play. And if you're really conscious of it and you can really see, sometimes it takes them a while though, but sometimes it not. Whoever likes to play, oh, and see, I can feel the energy, but this might be harder for them to move. It's bigger. I can feel them trying to move it though. I don't know if anyone's sensitive to energy, you might even be able to feel or sense what they're trying to do. I think they're just dinking around and playing with it now. Come on, push it off. No. They're moving my hand though. That's cheating. Just okay, gonna manipulate it a little bit and kind of push. Okay, air, I'll help you. A little bit. I don't know. Anybody can disprove it, but I can feel the energetic thing going on. Okay. See, all of them at once had my hand and was jerking it around to dump it. Good job, guys. I don't know if that's necessarily proof or not, but I could feel all the energy through my arm, man. That time they were all adamant to dumping it. He started to shake it. And that's why I wish I could do like an actual like physical energetic like demonstration around people. I would love to do that. See, do you see how good they are moving that? They're strong guys. Look at you. I mean, I would like to do that like physically, but you know, that takes a lot of money. And if people want to see that, man, they should donate more, man. Come part of my Patreon. I should do a special Patreon tier just for those videos. Videos of dragons playing. Or video of, you know, the dragons doing stuff. And where I could post pictures. I should do a tier just for that on Patreon. The problem is everyone's so broke that know us. We all know each other, but so many are broke. That's the sad part. I kind of miss all the trolls hitting us. It was kind of wild. Chris, now my kid's going to be loud and yelling in her thing. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but my kid, I had to take her out of school too, so I can homeschool her myself, but at the same time, that's because she doesn't sleep. Never. You guys starting to go through that too? Do the kids ever sleep? I wish mine would. See, she sleeps weird. She'll be up all night, and then she'll sleep until 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So basically, I'd have to like do a night school. Your kids don't sleep? Because she'll sleep so weird. And then when the energies finally catch up to her, she'll be out until like, what did I say, 4 or 5 p.m. And I'm just like, whoa. They up right now? Yeah, see, she's up right now. And it's 1, yeah, 1, is it 1 o'clock? It's about midnight, 1 o'clock. You're dead. Mine does that too. Like 4 a.m. Can I take a shower? I'm like, really? She's gonna be up and I try to sleep and then I'll put frequency music on. Oh, that's another thing that tripped me out. Well, the dragons had me on it, man. That's so crazy. Fine, you want some of this? Oh, you do homeschool yours? Yeah, see, I have to because I had such a hard time getting her up for school. She couldn't get up anymore at 7 in the morning. I mean, that's school doesn't understand. Some kids just can't get up. Either specifically have a night school for kids or I had to homeschool her. They don't have stuff like that around where I'm at anyway. The night school stuff for kids her age. Oh, but here's the fun part: being sensitive to energy, even though it was rough. She was. I couldn't sleep because of her stuff on. She likes to leave her TV on, so I'll play frequency music, and for some reason, something bothered her about my music, and Looper, one of the dragons, woke me up, and I turn around, and she was standing right above me. It was creepy. I said, "What are you doing in my room?" She was trying to be sneaky and steal my phone, or turn it off on me. And yeah, no indoctrination allowed for kids anymore. Nope, cut off. Well, and did you see the psyop going on though about the schools with the shooting? That's crazy too. Why are you allowing kids with? What is wrong with parents? Are they brain dead? I don't understand that concept whatsoever. How a kid even can get that, and I don't care if people get mad at me for my perspective. It's a perspective coming from someone very responsible for my kid. I don't let my kid just take anything to school. I watch my kid. I pay attention to what she's doing. Even though right now she's like in her game most of the time, I still pay attention enough to know when there's something wrong, and I don't let her just goof around at school like that. I pay attention. It's like lately parents drop kids off like it's a daycare. And like they're like the school is supposed to take care of their kids for them and they don't want to watch their kids anymore. That's ridiculous. That's why I don't want my kid in school either. I don't want her having to go to school with kids like that. Because then that teaches her how to misbehave, and that's what a lot don't understand either. They learn how to behave from other people. So if your kid's well behaved, then hopefully other kids follow suit. They're well behaved, but otherwise, you'll put a nice well behaved kid and work with them. But then you put them in a school that's chaos, then they're going to come home and be chaotic and not listen to you and not do anything and be disrespectful because of their environment. And I don't understand either if all these people see these school shootings, why don't they pull them from school? That's why I did it. There was actually finally like some school thing going on in Wisconsin, and I'm like, oh no, this is not affecting my kid. Sorry. Boop, out she went. I finally had enough. It was getting too close to home. I mean, what people don't have common sense to realize it's become a serious problem. You need to take priority over your kids. Adjust your schedule. There's no reason why someone can't adjust their schedule. Too attached to your material things, too attached to having everything, too attached that you don't need. I mean, I gave up so much to homeschool her. And even if I have to still get a job on the side, I'm going to keep it flexible so I can still homeschool her properly and not ignore my kid. the whole point of breaking out of the matrix and not being at a 9 to 5 job is so that I can be outside of the matrix and not have to be forced into a slaved, programmed work system. And that's why I did my Patreon. I'm gonna start doing more merchandise after my car gets back. I should have my car tomorrow. And I'm just gonna make it work. Oh, the breakdown of 9 to 5. Well, I was even doing a 12-hour shift. I can work serious. It's not even about can or can't do it. I've refused to be a part of a slave system as little as possible. That's why I want to try to make it here and get more going on my donations, my Patreon, and energy healing. This is what I do. I mean, I should have been doing this a long time ago, but then you got every fake in the book doing it the same thing that does nothing. Understanding how it drains. Oh yeah, it's crazy. You know the weird stuff I went through work, and I bet you a lot of us connected on this level went through it. Maybe not, because there was someone similar that always seemed to have everything handed to him, and I thought it was very strange. But anywho, I always had a fight in a job. Every single work environment I've ever been in, I've had to fight to maintain my job. I finally quit doing that, and I said, well, if they don't like me, they don't like me. Tough. Because I was at this job where it was like a meeting place for higher frequency people like us, tuned into our gifts and stuff. I would run into so many of them at work. It was weird. But yet at the same time, this one dude had a aspect of, it must have been a corrupted satyr. Oh, he was bad. He was mean. And it's almost like he could tell who I was, and it pissed him off. I got him so mad at me. And so he caused every problem in my job as he possibly could. And I'm just like, this is crazy. When you're going through that highly negative place and you're the most positive person ever and they can't break you, oh, they get so mad. I've heard of other people having similar problems, being like targeted at workplaces. It's like they initially give you that job just to target you and be a jerk. It's crazy. I don't get it. It's weird. It's like, why can't I just simply do my job? Leave me alone. It's like I'm here to do a job and go home. I'm not here to bend over backwards for nobody. Your girlfriend's father's like that to you? Oh, isn't that weird? I don't take it. I don't take that crap from nobody. Even at the last job that I was at, it was good money, but it was exhausting. Oh, that's rough. You have it rough. My mom is like, yeah. My mom calls me she calls me demonic. She's a Bible fanatic, nasty. But this is so weird. It's like she's in a program. It's like she's a puppet. Something is controlling her. Because I'll help her out, but then she's right back to being the same. And she actually told a cab driver to go F herself. She called her a nasty name over the phone, and I'm just like, that is so not my mom. It's like she's totally lost her mind because she's been messed with so bad. She can't take the Matrix anymore. It's like bent her backwards so bad. It's like her... I wonder if that's what dementia really is. It's like when your mind can't handle it anymore. It's literally like broke. Where your higher consciousness can't even reach because you've gone so far in the negative direction. It's weird. It's really sad too, but at the same time, it's a little spooky the way she is towards other people. No respect for no one. It's just crazy. yeah, over and over and get stuck in a loop. That's what happens to her. Speaking of Loop, Loop don't like her. You don't like her? He drives you nuts, doesn't she? I thought she's being up. he's the first person that goes to. He'll use my kid. He don't want to go over there so bad, and he'll get her to holler and say, "No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go." Yeah, it's so funny. But it's like, dang. I saved them all the trouble and didn't bring her to Christmas last time because she was too bad. Said nope. I wasn't going to put anybody through it. And my dad is kind of open to all this stuff, but at the same time, he's not really aware of it, but yet he is. I don't know. See, there's a different perspective for everybody. That's why I'm starting to understand. Some people are there and some of them aren't, but I don't. It doesn't necessarily matter anymore. It's all just being about compassion and respecting other people. At least treat them like human beings. Basic concept 101 of being human is treat others respectful, and nobody can even do that. That's getting sad out there. It's getting ridiculous. I mean, in my chat, the law of one at the end of the day. Yeah. We're all connected, and all the negative people are just going to feel the backlash of their own negativity. And let's see. We'll do some cards. While I keep talking about all this. I kind of got off tangent, but I think it's relevant too, because it's everything is connected to a point, but then you've got to understand too, to pull away from the distractions. A lot of it is distractions to get you your energy's all in one direction. That's the opposite of where you need to be. That's where they lead you down the wrong path though too, is you keep dwelling on that wrong direction. Just got to maintain your path. Deviate a little bit here and there, but always come back to your path. I think a lot of the deviations, though, and sometimes when you go down the wrong path, it's like a learning curve. I think it's to learn something in that area. You may get pulled down a certain way just to learn a lesson. Everything down here really is learning and training to be at a high, being able to be at a higher frequency in a different place. Because I really feel that this whole year is just going to get worse and worse and worse. It's going to get more chaotic, more crazy. And this right now is the building blocks, the steps to take to keep yourself centered, find your people. It's almost like a push, a race against time per se, to find all the people we resonate with so we can keep together more. The corner, yeah, this is like a place. It's like a specific area to find each other. Especially mud if you're still there. No, mud. Was it mud or was it mud? See, I think there was two people similar. Oh, they're gonna get me confused. He should look up that. He needs to look up that motel. That's where I found his dragon. It might be connected to something he needs to look into. I know he's probably not there anymore, but maybe at least look it up and read about it. Because that's hilarious. That's where I discovered a whole bunch of dragons making a mess in the bar area. It's funny. Well, and I might take another step in that journey too. See, I got so many different things that I can do. It's just crazy. Like the plasma energy specifically, I have plasma energy. I'm a plasmic being with all my higher, the ascended master. You're literally have evolved into a plasma being yourself. You become this like higher plasmic that's learned to utilize multiple different energies at one time. And that's actually who you are, is nothing but energy. Oh, you would see your dragon likes to sneak off to the bar. King. Well, apparently I helped him break his habit. He brung some of his buddies with too. He's got a female, he's got a daughter. And see, you know, it's funny that these probably connect to your family. Do you have like a daughter figure or a girlfriend that's connected to the other dragon? There's a young, really young female. And 2 males? 3? 4? 3. See? These dragons connect that I rescue end up connecting to physical people. It's so bizarre how dragons are assisting you and you never noticed. See? And I bet you your girlfriend is that use connection to that female silver dragon, or even the kid. Probably both. Aww. Wait, I wonder if one of those incarnated actually in a human. Really? Aw, did we help? Oh, that's cute. I bet you that baby is an incarnation of a dragon. Watch as she grows older, she'll know certain things that you wouldn't think because she's gone through she's been hanging out with us, learning how to understand humans. Because I believe that's what I'm doing too, is I'm like assisting some of these to learn how to behave and be in human form better as well. Because they're able to handle the dense energies and help remove it. So it's best to get them best to have them in a human vessel to do a specific task like that. Not necessary though, but that's the problem with mine. She was so highly intelligent. When those teachers would talk to her and talk down to her, she would get mad as heck. Yeah, because I honestly think the dragons help us connect with other beings that teach us things. Yeah, it gives them insight. Yeah, because you're connected to the dragons that connect to other beings that want to teach, and that's how mine learned a lot of stuff too. Because she'll start talking about extinct animals because for some reason she'll specifically be drawn to looking them up, and she'll look extensively, and just will tell random people about them too. And I'm just like, why are you telling that person about that animal? And then it makes me think maybe that extinct species connects to that person somehow. It's crazy. They just don't know what they're doing, but they just do it because something pops in their head. Oh, here we go. The Great Serving. Mars energy, anger, conflict, soften to love. Someone in here has got to be a little softer. This is a shadow card, one that may feel confrontational. Don't be afraid. It's here to bring into the surface as I just clear something as I'm talking. No, we're over my head. Are you sitting on my head, Luke? Yeah, he's sitting on my head. Thanks. It's here to bring to the surface anything that's standing in the way of letting in love. The warring planet of Mars is our constant reminder it's important to soften, forgive, and find our way back to love. There are many things in the human experience that make it difficult for our heart and soul to stay open. And to never end source of love, we're all wounded, and our unconscious wounds inflict wounds on others. It can feel like a never-ending dance. We can never escape. If we aren't careful, before long, we'll be seeing the world a scary, dangerous place where fear and anxiety roam free. You have to acknowledge every time. Now, since you're here, he's comfortable just making my shoulder do whatever. You're hilarious. If this card surfaces, it could be for two reasons. Firstly, your acknowledgement, the difficult emotion, situation, conflict, wounds, and fears that are causing you pain and anxiety. Secondly, for you to find your way back to love. When we're hurt, it's normal to close off our heart to the world, to let the painful experience confirm an agony of separation in earthly life. Soften and find your way back to love anyway. When fear, anxiety, and paranoia paralyze you, it's normal to want to hide away from others in the world. Come out of your cave and soften your heart away. We're all innocent children spinning our way around the world, finding a way to see innocence in all people, especially yourself. How are you cutting yourself off from love? How can you soften towards those who have hurt you? Yeah? Is that what you're reading? Okay. Hopefully that's very helpful. We're picking up some conflicting energies out there. That's probably what's going on right now for a lot of people too. It seems to be multiple issues. When I'm starting to notice that sometimes when I pick up those issues too, it's not even mine. I'm picking up someone else's energies. And then I process through it thinking it's mine, but then I'm wondering, well, what if I'm helping that person go through something because they can't? Or meant to. And something's blocking them and you're assisting them. Nice. Yeah, kitty back there. Just by my butterfly. Fluffy. Yeah, I keep glancing at the chat. Hopefully I don't miss nobody. Anybody got something to add or say? Feel free to ask questions, man. Whale and orca elders. Cincy? Mm-hmm. See, I tend to take on all those energies, but I process through them and work with them instead. Maybe in a sense, I'm actually helping them work through the process. Okay, the whales and orca elders. See, and I used to have dream. Well, I guess I've learned a bit of both. Sometimes I still help and reflect, but other times I've been. I actually, now that you bring that up, I have been reflecting more often. But you're right. It takes a long time to realize that too. Sometimes I still assist if they're having a hard time. Well, and see, that's part of the balancing thing too. I realized I can't assist too much because then they don't learn their lessons either. And sometimes they have to still learn it. The whale and orca elders are benevolent cosmic beings here to anchor a frequency of love into the planet, to harmonize it with their song as they weave it around oceans. They do so much more than any of us know. To harmonize it with their song as they weave around the oceans, they do so much, much more than any of us know. Physical presence affects Earth's magnetic field, and their harmonics call us to wake up and remember our own soul song. Are you serious? Their physical presence affects Earth's magnetic field, and their harmonics calls us to wake up and remember. You realize, they probably really shouldn't have orcas and aquariums doing tricks for them if that's the case. That's probably not wise if they're in charge of Earth's magnetic field. Just saying. See the stupidity of humanity and not realizing the issues they cause, not learning about a creature before they enslave it. The enslavement of all creatures is what they just want to do. So I had to stop and take a break. My throat was getting dry. Too much talking. Fancy prisons, yep. Oh, I never thought about taking on their karma. I guess I clear with their karma occasionally. Oh, maybe that's why I got scolded and told quit doing it. Yeah. I was clearing someone else's karma. Well, see, when you sense all this energy, you just want to filter it out, and you don't think about it at first as to the fact that it's probably not even mine, and to remove it and don't process it. Instead, I would constantly process it. I guess I kind of learned the hard way, but in a way, it still leveled me up a lot faster than probably intended because of not understanding it. I had so much constantly working through me that I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, exactly. They didn't learn their lessons. Yeah, right? Everything's energy. And I was processing through more than just mine. I was processing half of Earth, it felt like. All right, now looking into the eye of a whale is something you'll never forget. Whales see into your very being, and in an instant, you're changed forever. They see beyond the physical, the woundings, the identity, the personality, the story. They see right into your soul. If you pull this card, you're being called to surrender to your deepest truth and share it with potency. To bow to who you truly are, to stretch your heart wide enough and hold it all, to leave your fears, doubts, and baggage at the door, to question any part of you that doesn't feel good enough. The whale and orca elders want you to give others the privilege of seeing who you truly are, and for you to see the same in other beings. To drop your hands up in personal flaws and get busy revealing the unique note of your soul came to sing, along with the song echoes the four chambers of your heart, to emanate all four directions. Peel back the layers of suffering and pain and reveal the others your soul's true song. Endeavor and see the soul of all who you met. Whoa, four. Do you realize that's significant? Four seems to be a thing for me. Because when I was first unlocked, it was four Elohim, which to me it doesn't matter which ones exactly. Obviously, they were positive. And I had four whales too. Four whales come to me in a circle. Four specifically killer whales in a circle. And I have dreams of killer whales. quite a bit. And you know what? I honestly think it was that black and white dragon that showed himself as a whale so I could understand his form. So that, see, a lot of us see dragon forms as animals instead of dragons specifically so that we don't freak out. Because in a different density, in a different dimensions, they're all different. Because they're plasmic beings that can shapeshift. And that's another thing bringing up too. Holy cow, I'm unlocking a whole bunch of stuff at once. Shapeshifters are not necessarily evil. Shapeshifting is what you do when you're an energetic being. Being a plasmic being ourselves, our higher selves are plasma too. We shift too. So it's not evil, and people need to get that out of their head too. And quit telling people things they don't understand. I mean, people will see, and that's the thing is the difference between truth and regurgitated information. The truth, you're discerning before you say it. Spookism. You're discerning through your information properly, through your discernment, before you just go willy-nilly say a bunch of regurgitated crap. I mean, anybody can regurgitate crap and steal information from other people. I think that's highly disrespectful and BS, the black magic that goes on, and nasty. The nasty of people and the black magic crap needs to stop. I mean, good reptilians and bad. Well, it's like, good or bad, even if you're bad, have the common respect to just ask. I would have told them I'm consciously aware of any information. Just freaking ask me. Don't sit there and siphon my information. Bunch of bull crap. That's what half of these people do around here is siphon your information. Steal it, regurgitate it, when there's no concept or energetic connection to any of it. There's no authenticity to it. And that's where you lose people. And so many people follow these false people or false paths and follow false information because it's too easy to just keep saying the same thing over and over without discerning through it. I mean, there's 101 different perspectives for anything, but which one is the right one? Which is truth? Which one resonates with what you do? Which resonates with your being? I mean, I could sit here and say, this is a crystal. This is a quartz crystal. And if you told somebody what it does, that's not telling them everything. I mean, I could sit here and hold this, and I could read the energy of it, or add energy to it, just by holding it, and no one can grasp the concept of what you're doing. Because they don't know. They don't know the details. They're not connected to understand the higher connections with all the crystals to Earth. And you can literally connect this crystal directly to Earth itself and get information. And then you suddenly have information in a crystal as well. I mean, there's multiple ways to learn. And people just regurgitate too much garbage and don't try to find it themselves. Orgonite generator. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, I could. See, I used to have orgonite pyramids and orgonite this, but I don't know, they don't work for me. They don't work right, so I don't think they were made correctly. I gave them away to people that could appreciate it and work with them better. I have like this balancing rod that works correctly, but I mean the pyramid themselves, I think they were missing a concept because, again, they're following everybody else's regurgitated information instead of using the right material. I mean, you could sit there and make a layered tier of something and say this is what it does, but is that really what it does? If you were missing the specific ingredient, it ain't going to do the same thing. You have to use real, authentic crystals, not colored, dyed quartz. It has to be specific. One that connects to that energy. Have I met anyone in real life with dragons? Yep, I have. Being able to physically see them? Not quite, but I could take pictures. I could get them in pictures. And that's what I was going to add to my Patreon if you want to join the tiers of my Patreon. Anyone joins the $50 one, I'll include pictures of the dragons I get. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, I specifically matted them. Check on my channel once in a while. I went to their place in Tennessee, and I actually did a authentic sword ceremony to free and release giants in the burial mounds and a bunch of other spirits, including the original seraphim giants, the first ones that were trapped in the mountain. Well, it connected to the Appalachian Mountains, and so that whole grid was freed of something. I mean, I did a lot of work, and I introduced them to all the dragons too, and I showed them how to energetically connect to them. I showed them how to do the trick with the apple. Hold the apple up and just think about the unicorns, and you'll start feeling their energy. You'll feel the unicorns. What year was that? That was last November? I think it was November, just before it started getting too cold. It wasn't that far ago. It was, I cleared a whole bunch of stuff. I cleared like a whole grid. Yeah, it was like to the Appalachian Mountains I cleared out in Tennessee. There was like two of them too, a small one and a big one, and I cleared them both. Well, and they had in the forest. It's like the curse of that was starting to consume the forest itself, the life force of the forest. It was draining it slowly. It was like she couldn't continuously process it anymore. Gaia herself was having a hard time, so I assisted her. I took my sword. Yeah, it was before. Was it before the hurricane or after? After? It was after. And I took my sword and I cut all the vines, because there's these vines that were coming up literally all the way around. And that was, connected to the tree and taking life force. So I cut all those vines off all the way around, removed it and energetically and physically symbolized cords connected to the earth that didn't need to be there. It was like a corruption of sort. And so I cut it all off, and then I did the sword thing in 4 different corners. And then I released them. I believe it was, I don't know, when was the hurricane? Let me see. I got my book here. I don't even remember. Why, are you trying to say I created something or released something, created chaos? Are you trying to blame me for something? Yeah, I entirely changed my personality. Well, I don't know if she's getting at it. If she's trying to blame me for something, or if I helped release something and get rid of it. I don't know. Well, I tell you what, though. I saw... You have the patents for everything. Oh, it was when I first started. No, it was well before. No, special meeting 11. It was before 11:15. So whatever that hurricane was, I don't know. Yeah, about 11:08. Yeah, I went about the first. Yeah, it was the first week of November I went. And I was there until like the 13th or 14th. So I think it was. Well, I honestly think whatever I freed and helped with had to go back to the transmutation process. They went back. They went through the sun. I transitioned them through the sun to clear out all that negative curses and all the bad energy. And then they helped assist me get where I needed to. Oh yeah. So I cleared a lot of bad energy out of that place in Tennessee, and it was on the edge, which is kind of ironic too. It literally protected Matt and them from anything getting near them, whatever I released. So it protected that area. It was like the by Knoxville, like right on the corner, like at the edge of Knoxville. Yeah, about there is where I released a bunch of stuff and all their rocky terrain. I've released, basically I released a whole bunch of energy, cleared it, and it was specifically something connected to the feminine energy that was cursed and trapped, and it released a bunch of stuff so the feminine energies would come back and maintain itself. Something like that. Unblock some type of feminine energy. Because the female Bigfoot and his wife came on that trip and helped me. And Abby. And a female dragon, a really big one. The galactic female dragon. So I got assisted with a whole bunch of energetics, higher beings as well. It was a really big ordeal. The Shaggies. Yep. They connect to me once in a while too and help out a lot. They help me a lot with my kid. Huh. Oh, do you really? That's awesome. They really like they like you to burn and cleanse areas with fresh tobacco leaves too. That's what Matt and Jim were doing. Shout out to Tennessee, Kentucky Bigfoot. I'm a good channel to check out too. As a real authentic connection with Bigfoot. I can energetically sense them, and sometimes I'll sense someone sitting on my etherical form because I have a connection to. I have an actual like unicorn with wings and stuff, and I can feel her sit on me and try to ride me. I'm like, my back will suddenly hurt. I can sense the connection, and I'm like, hey, who's sitting on me? She thinks it's funny. I'm like, I'm not a unicorn you can ride, but there's ones over there. Oh, that's kind of bizarre, the fact that I can sense and feel when people interact with my higher self. It's pretty neat that Bigfoots can do that, though. That's fascinating. Bet nobody even thought Bigfoots could do stuff like that. You know what's interesting? I keep seeing out my third eye too, like a portal. They're cool. They're amazing. They can jump portals at ease. Oh, I can't reach it. But one of them will leave me black walnuts too. Black walnuts is really good for your lungs, to help clear bad stuff out of the lungs, and a bunch of other stuff. Because you're talking about it, are you sitting on me? Now she is sitting on me. She's sitting on my wings. You're pushing on my wings, girl. Hey. Oh, you're here too. George the Giant is here too. Oh, there we go. He's stretching my wings. See, when I specifically know when he's around, he'll grab my wings and pull them. See my shoulder lift up? I feel like he's gonna like pick me up off my bed. Okay, go. Ooh. It's weird. It's like my shoulder will like keep going up, and I'm just like, hey, wait a minute, what's going on? It takes me a second to figure out what's going on. And that's definitely being seriously sensitive to your energetic higher self. Somehow they've connected like the portals to my wings and like fused it together so that it's like my like energetic are actually connected to me. It feels like I'm like directly, who knows, maybe I do have actual wings now. Nobody can see them. They're hidden for a reason because y'all freak out. I'm pretty sure that's probably why I'm not allowed to have them being seen. Of course, all the other etherical beings, the other plasma beings, and the giant can see my wings. Yeah, you can see them? Are they... They're rainbow, right? Multiple? With the, like a metallic almost looking sheen? Yep. I must be like to reflect all color. Reflect a lot. Hello, Shiva. See, we're bringing in all sorts of cool connections. My kid's getting extra loud again. Getting to a calm down. Woohoo! You came in and my stuff glitched. Give me just a second. There we go. So how are you doing? I gotta check the chat. This chat is crazy, it disappears. And I shake my camera everywhere. Oopsie. I was just talking about the energies and the connections to the beings and how many connect to me. A Bigfoot family. And you know, I was talking about the walnut. Sorry, I lost track for a second. A physical black walnut, and we don't have any around here either. But a physical walnut will show up on my back porch, my back area where I go up and down the stairs. And I have a kind of like a. I think it's supposed to be like a fire escape type deal, like emergency exit. But I ended up using it all for quite a long time because of road construction, because I couldn't park out front. But they left 2 black walnuts, like physically left walnuts there for me to use. It's fascinating. Occasionally, one will show up still. I haven't had one for a while because I think it's I have to eat the other one. Yeah, they bring them to me occasionally to help me with my lungs and my kid. Especially when, it was probably for the fog. It was to help remove anything that was in the fog. I don't know, did any of you know where to get black walnut? It's really important, I guess, supplement once in a while to eat. Oh, that's another thing to okay, your silver dragons. Do you eat a lot of trail mix? That's another connection with one of those dragons. They love trail mix. I noticed when I open a bag of trail mix, man, everybody digs in. Specifically the parrot dragon. The parrot dragon is actually an extremely high frequency dragon. Oh yes, I know hickory nuts. Oh, those are crazy. I remember using a big hammer on a piece of iron like this, or stone or iron thing, like real heavy too, just to crack those nuts with. Oh, the black walnut's a little tricky to open too. I'm not even sure where you get black walnuts besides Tennessee. They actually had a black walnut tree in their yard. And so Scott the Bigfoot will actually take some of those walnuts from the tree and bring them to my house. That's cool. And then I teach then I'd ask the dragons to remember what the black walnut energy is, and then they can keep using that to help heal when I can't get the black walnuts. You forgot, didn't you? You forgot to do that. There's something that just came to me that I remembered what they should have done. They could probably still do it, though. I have the black walnut over there. See, you hold something in your hand to acquire its energies, and they research it and figure out what it does and all the healthy benefits from everything you're holding. So dragons actually do way more work than you think. And there's a lot of beings that work with multiple different things too. And the dragons actually, I think they actually acquire the energy from it, learn all about it, and share it with the rest of your team. So your whole team is able to assist and heal you. And teach other dragons how to do it. It's like a learning process for a lot of beings, actually. So some of us are actually teaching other beings as well how to do things, or how to be, or what humans do, or I don't know, something on that level. It gets complicated the more they make me talk about it. How deep and far all this actually goes. You'd be surprised how many beings we're affecting right now just learning what we're learning. I mean, we're really unlocking the veil and removing it completely for beings to come in and work with humans on a completely different type of level. It's actually pretty amazing. That's what, I mean, the selfishness that we're taught is just ridiculous. How selfish humanity can be with information too, or selfish in general, how they treat people. And they don't realize the effects they have on multiple beings. I mean, there's people that are connected to so many other realms that are unaware and not realizing they're trashing the crap out of a different realm too. That's sad. It's to sit there and be so naive and ignorant. Well, it's not totally their fault either. The brainwashing and the manipulation, but at the same time, that's what they want me to talk about too, is the effectiveness of kind of being connected to multiple realms. You're unconsciously and sometimes even consciously, directly affecting other beings too. There are multiple realms tied to Earth. It's not just Earth itself. And they forget that too. So let's try to be more mindful of everything and that I learn. And I've been learning to ask questions more frequently and digging deeper because we're only taught, certain levels of things and we're only, allowed to learn things. And it's like, you got to get outside of the human conditioning system. You got to let go of that human conditioning system to understand that you're connected to other beings that don't think like that at all. They have no concept of everything. A lot of them are honestly just love and light beings. And that's why they struggle. They want to communicate with us, but so many of us at a lower level and lower state are so hateful they can't. And learning, that's another thing about being an empath, is learning all that energy and how it can negatively affect and hurt other people. You're really affecting more than just yourself with your negative energy. So healing yourself from within and working on your inner work is actually essential for other beings and other people too, because we're all connected, even to beings we didn't think we were. There's so many that just want to reach out and help us and talk to us, but yet we're so confined to a certain way of thinking we can't reach outside of it and try to be something completely different. It's hard, but that's what we need to do. Is like dragons, they're so emotional, but that's the only way they could figure out how to connect to us because of our emotional state. And so that's where they reach out to all the empathic ones. But at the same time, you got to understand too, is I think that's why the dragons want me to bring that up. It took such a long time to get to this point because I had to talk about all this other stuff first. But some of you have to let go of so many emotions in order to even communicate on an energetic level because you're so toxic in your energies. Because dragons, not only, you got to realize that connection goes both directions. I learned that last night. I learned the hard way last night. I'm pretty balanced, decent, but man, I slammed my head on the corner of a door so bad. I slammed the crap out of it. I was so upset and realizing that wasn't me. That was Talon, the female dragon, connected to me because she felt my pain. As she roared and I felt it and I reacted to it. And so that me releasing that anger was her and me. So you got to remember, when you're connected to those dragons like that, real strong, that's both of you in that connection. That's why we have to maintain our balance and mind connections, stabilized. And that could be why some of you can't connect to your dragons at this moment either. Is because of that balance you got to maintain and work on your emotions and learn the difference. Ding ding, if it rings any bells, let me know. I hope I'm getting somewhere with that because I'm trying to help y'all that have dragons connect more on a higher level. And so, I'm trying to work through things that I may not talk about, forget about, and try to clarify more when I can. All right, weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. You don't need to carry it all. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty and bogged down by the weight of the world. This card is a reminder to look after your own well-being before anyone else's, to stop carrying the world's problems on your shoulders. In these changing times, it's hard not to feel overwhelmed by the state of the planet. However, you can't take on the problem from a place of energetic depletion. This card is thanking you for caring so much. You want to build a better world and ease the road for others. It is incredible. But the way you've been doing it is likely unsustainable. This isn't to say you should switch off to the world's problems and become unconscious. Rather, it's called to establish clear boundaries so you're not constantly taking out energetically. The planet needs you to be healthy both physically and emotionally. So instead of digesting the news or reaching for your phone as soon as you wake up, show up first to a nourishing practice such as meditation, soul inquiry, deep breath, or exercising in nature. Once you're in a state of grace and your inner well is full, you can face the day, the state of the world, the care of our others, and at the day's end, take an energetic shower by emptying out everything that's not yours to carry. You can pick up again the next morning if you so choose, but give yourself time and space to rejuvenate and rest. What are you carrying that's not even yours? I think that sounds directed at me. Yeah. Really? Thanks. See, I do that a lot. But I've been trying to not do that as often. I haven't done lives in a couple days because I could take a break to allow the energies coming in to align better. Oh, now I really got to research who that person is you just brung up. Send me that name in Instagram. Oh, see, now I'm trying to do more again. Ooh, stop. But I want to research. See, I need to learn names of certain beings because I can probably energetically connect it to another one that makes more sense to me. And see, that's what more people need to do too, is in their research. You may not resonate with that being specifically, but if you look into the connections more thoroughly, there might be another being with a different name that means the same thing. Because there's a lot of that going on with so many. There's the energies change where it's this deity, but it ends up being the same goddess the whole time. It's just in a different form because they come in different forms. Hidden material realm. Gape. Oh, is he here? Oh, hi. That's probably what I'm sharing, a lot of information, connecting to new connections with other people too. I'm able to reach out and reach on a a lot of what I'm talking about might even be from your guides. And that's what a lot of people don't understand too, is me channeling. What I channel is to connect you with information they've been trying to tell you this whole time if you're energetically blocked and they're not able to get that information to you. That's another thing that I do, is reconnect communication with your guides and help you understand more. Because some of you are connected to dragons and don't realize it, which means you can bring in a hell of a lot more information than you are if you would just learn how to connect better. I'm not saying you don't. Maybe they connect differently in dreams or something, but it's just more to develop that spiritual gift a little stronger. That connection a little different. Oh, yeah, and they're telling me before I go to this card, slow my ass down. Yes, yes, yes. Root themselves. All right. Fall into my arms, but I gotta go back to that card, but I don't know specifically. Okay, remember, what would I did? Weight of the world. Oh, yes, weight of the world. Before you tune into anything, do a meditation first. I've been trying to do that more. Before you get up, don't turn your phone on right away. Turn your phone off more frequently. And a lot of this is going back to nature, meaning literally turn your phone off and quit using it a while. And see, I might understand that name in a different form that connects through my dragons, and I don't quite know who it is, but I understand the information. Sometimes I don't quite understand them yet. as much as we love to connect, like I connect, I saw send your messages like 4 in the morning, and I went, oh, he's probably sleeping. I'll be up. I honestly, I don't go to sleep sometimes until 5, 6 in the morning, sometimes even 7, and then I'm not up until the afternoon, until like 2 p.m. So I gotta fix my schedule once in a while too. And I think when I do stuff like that, it's because, oh yeah, well, rundown gang. You know what? I honestly think I'm the night shift and you're the day shift. Because that's what I think. I think the dragons switch off and they hang out more with you guys during the day. Oh, I bet I do connect to him then. See, I don't know the exact names. For some reason, I don't get names, but I get the energy. Yeah, it might be one of the 4. They connected through me through the 4 orca whales one time in a circle. Must have been to protect me or help me with something. They come in and protect me even. So yeah, I have a lot of protection, more than I thought. And the reason I go down that road too is, and get so frustrated, is because even though I don't quite understand and realize I'm highly protected, it's because my energy is elsewhere and I can physically feel it. When my energy is, like, if my energy is still lingering in your area, because it's like a plasmatic energy, like the dragons, because the dragons share my energy or have my energy with them to help you. And so I don't quite remember, and then sometimes I forget to cleanse all that and call it all back. And that's where I get frustrated with. So I actually can sense and feel everything attacking you because I'm assisting you. But that's where I get mixed up too and freak out and think, am I helping somebody, or is someone forcing me to help them and taking my energy too? I went through that concept too. I still do that sometimes and go, is someone stealing my energy and effing me over? Because that happens a lot too with us. It's what I hate going in blind with some of this stuff. Eventually, I know I'll be high enough level to where I'll understand it better. I'm already getting there, but at the same point, it's frustrating. Blind. It's almost like you're blind, and someone's playing in your energies, and you're like, "Excuse me, what's going on? Get the hell out!" And that's why I'm extremely cautious and protective who I directly connect to off of my live as well. Because there's one person particular I will not connect with. Because I know for a fact she does black magic on me all the time. Why would I sit there and want to connect to someone that tries to mess with me on a constant basis and mess with me? That's just weird. Because I had her directly friend request me, and I said, oh, heck no, I ain't accepting that. Are you crazy, lady? It's like they want to specifically ruin your life. They don't even understand who or concept of who you even are. It's pathetic. It's frustrating and pathetic. You could read those negative ones a mile away that want to cause trouble, and you're sitting there going, why are they talking to me when I know what they're doing? That blows my mind still. I'm just like, that's kind of weird. I honestly 100% realize what she's doing. I'm going to connect with her. Oh. So he might even be the one that connects with... Oh, that might even be the one that connects with Loop. He connects with you? Yeah, see? Because he'll move both of my shoulders at the same time. That's who it is. I feel like a turkey being rude. Oh, boy. I give him a hard time, man. Because I don't know if it's him or that being. Oh, my goodness. Oh, now he's really directly connecting. And Yep. Confirmation. Is the one that's making that had you sitting on my head? Yep. That's who it is. Okay, so it's. Oh my god. Thank you. Because now I understand it. It's not a trickster energy at all. See what I mean? Understanding. Oh, sorry, there's a dragon there. Understanding. See, I thought it was a trickster energy because it was one doing this side and one doing that side. And I couldn't fathom because I know Loop can stretch all the way out because he's longer and be on both sides. But to be able to manipulate both sides at the same time, that means there's an entity speaking through him or working through him, connecting directly to me that can have both feminine and male energy at the same time. See where that gets confusing? Brainstorm. No, I got really excited there. Sorry, I probably got really loud. Was I hollering? Yep, I got too excited. I thought it's fascinating. That's who it is. Oh, and now he's because he's fixing something. No, is that actually me you're fixing? Okay. I must have earned. He must be realigning me again. Yep. See, instant help. Might be helping you too, though. Yep, helping you too. That's why we're so connected. That makes more sense because you're connected to those four, and so am I. But you know what? I think it's more than that. I think you are actually one of those. You might even be one of those beings itself. And then so am I. And through all this mess, we're connecting finally. Something like that. That's who our higher selves truly are, maybe? Something like that. And that's a possibility, though. Even though, some people would have be hard to believe that's who they are. Because actually, someone did a reading once and told me I was an Elohim. But see, I didn't think it was me. I thought they were just reading my energies, and that's just who I was connecting to. Because at the time, I was so blocked and I could only understand the seraphim concept that I connected with because of how I connected to it. I see that might not even be exactly who I am either. Again, aspects. I'm probably assisting the unicorn realm, and through the unicorn realm and dragon realm and the seraphim realm, and all those connections, those aspects, I might just be helping them, and I accumulated those as a part of myself when it's probably, not totally me. That gets confusing. Look at that. Did you ever think of that one? Did you ever think maybe you're actually one of those you're connecting to? You did? You knew? You smart ass. See, I still call them smart ass. They think they're funny. They really do have a really hilarious sense of humor. I'm learning that one. They think I'm hilarious. Oh, they keep reminding me. I keep forgetting who I am, too, and they think that's funny, too. Oh, yeah, all of them laughed at that one. We got an encore with that one. Did you forget who you were? Did he forget, too? Oh, yep, you forgot who you were, too, they said. Now they're giving you a hard time. Haha. And I'm waiting for a reply. Let's go. That's fascinating, though. I gotta have to look that up. I'm just skeptical of readings because of what people do with the readings, man. They mess with people so terrible. It's awful. Some of those tarot readers are just pathetic. They can't realize when they're being played or when they're not even connected to their higher self. They don't realize when they're energetically blocked. They don't realize they're unlocking a whole bunch of crap that's not in the level, and so they don't know how to deal with it. I mean, a lot of them work on a level they really shouldn't because they haven't gone through the process. They haven't gone through the training. They haven't gone through learning the information, learning about the portals, the questions people be asking, right? Oh yeah, right? Oh yeah, the people ask the weirdest crap when you're trying to connect with your higher self or connect to other beings and you want answers in this person and you ask them about your love life, I'm just like, how low do you gotta be to ask about that? That's weird. I find it weird myself. It's like, you should know by now what's going on in your own life. You don't have to ask goofy questions like that. And the fact that a twin flame connection is personal and it's on a completely different level than they think it is, that's been a cursed theme and a whole program on its own, off kilter and not the right one. And you ask about that, nobody can give you the right answer because they don't know. Like, is Jen cheating on me? Right? If you're asking that question, then subconsciously you know already they are. That's what I think. If you're subconsciously needing to ask that question, then one, you're either reflecting fears of being cheated on, or you are actually intuitively tuning into something wrong going on and you need to learn to ask questions yourself and not ask some stranger. If I'm going to ask somebody legitly, I want to know about, in-depth, deep, detailed questions. And if they can't answer a question like that, well, then they're newbies. Because I use these cards specifically. Go meditate and do the shadow work. Yeah. Well, because I'll specifically do these cards just to keep my energy focused because I bring in so much communication. Wow, and the fact that I acknowledged who I'm speaking to and who I'm connected with now and understand how Loop could manipulate both sides at the same time, and realize, oh, it's an Elohim. And now he's doing it back and forth. Oh my goodness, you are so hilarious. Because most dragons don't do that. The males are always on the male side, and the female dragon is always on the feminine side. None of them do that except for Loop. And now I'm getting like the sudden increase of energy coming in. I must be getting an upgrade for passing something. That's crazy. Thank you. Well, see, and then the accomplishments a lot of us reach is because we do our work. We do our inner work. We work on ourselves constantly. Even as frustrated as we get, we're always doing our own inner work. Yeah, that's why they want to work with you. And then you got to think about, is Lilith technically a dark energy, or is she trying to manipulate you because they know who you are? Call them Valkyries on you. Oh, cool. I think I just saw something like that too. Whoa. Now you just help me see. That's why we're connected. Oh, I knew there was a deeper reason. And are there the other two that? Oh. So Mar must be similar. Oh my goodness. balance. I discovered my balance. Discovering your true, authentic inner balance unlocks more. I'm remembering who I am. Literally who I am. Holy crap. Take time to relax. Indulge a little more or less. Set boundaries with your work. Oh, yeah. DNA upgrade. Ooh, someone got grumpy. Oh, someone's coming in and kicking your butt. Are they giving you a hard time? Oh, well, there's the card. Why do I feel like an entire shape might change? Woo! Shifting into my true form. And I just read a card about Mars. Ha ha ha! I didn't even know. I wasn't even aware. That's cool. Oh, here we go. Balance. Well, I like to read these because sometimes there's really in-depth information actually with some of the stuff I have. They really help on another perspective level. There's an area of imbalance in your life and needs addressing so you can shift yourself into happiness and health. Moderation is key for feeling good. This may relate to work, play, sending, saving, exercising, resting, being social, or spending alone time. If you've been working hard, staying up late to get things done, working at weekends, or not taking breaks, when it's called to set a better balance between work, personal time, if you have been following a strict diet and are feeling deprived, this card encourages you to relax a little and feel healthier ways to treat yourself. Oh, yeah, you turkeys. Without overdoing it, especially if you've been indulging in a bit too much. It's time to take control and honor your body with healthier foods, exercise, and rest. And whichever area you need to create balance, be sure to look under the surface for any emotional causes for your behavior. Often there is a belief that needs releasing or a wound that needs healing before you can enjoy moderation and be more gentle with yourself. When you find your own point of balance, you will feel happier, healthier, and have the energy to go out and enjoy life even more. I bet that's quite a few in here. I can relate to that one. I found my balance, but I still got to work on the rest of it. See, you're being too strict with your diet. That's why they made you have Cheetos. So I don't need them so much. So my kid don't need the Cheetos so much. We gotta balance, the connection out. Or just tell them no. See, you're lighting up. I need to be more strict. I think that's funny. Yeah, now he's really doing a number on my head. What are you doing up there? Probably working on my crown chakra upgrade. Yeah? Okay. Ooh, yep, unlock something. That's weird. See, when things are unlocked and worked on, I actually physically hear it. That's bizarre. You sit there and hear a crack in your head. You're like, you think your skull's breaking open. Because I really hear it loud. It's so weird. Oh, yep. Really, I released something. Who knows? I might even be helping a lot of you doing the same thing. Oh, here we go. Innocence. Take time to play. Nurture your inner child. Live a childlike sense of wonder. I used to do this a lot. I still kind of do, but I probably got to go back to doing it. I need to play more. See, I used to do that too. I used to do smoothies a lot, then I kind of slacked and quit doing them. And then I'd do something else for quite a long time, and then I'd quit doing it. And then I'd do something a while and quit doing it. Then now I've gotten to the point where I've found balance in between. I try to do a little bit of everything. Like, oh, you eat whatever? Yeah, because I've learned we can transmute through the bad stuff. We've done enough of our energetic hard work that our bodies can process through it better and transmute it. So that's what it was. Oh, there! That's what we're getting at. We had to go through that hard process of strict at a certain time to enhance during certain... We're just talking about you. To enhance certain things. Yeah, mine is awesome too. My solar plexus isn't insane. I literally didn't realize, and someone's other perspective basically called me a black hole because we literally can eat demons and transmute them through our solar plexus. I put my hand out and I'm clearing like this entity that needs help, and I'm like sucking it up my hand into my solar plexus. I just like, can you imagine physically seeing that? That's a trip. But energetically, that's what I feel that I'm doing. Oh, someone knows he's here. Lupa's saying hello. Drew Adam. Oh, look at this. Are you saying hi to Mar? That's awesome. Look at this. As soon as Mar shows up. Look at this. Mar, look at him. He loves you. Oh, and he's purring. He's sending you love. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't he gorgeous? And he's a love bug. He cuddles with me so much because it's lope with him. Yeah. And he's purring away. He's purring so loud. Yes, you need cats. The dragons connect more with the cats. They're not a big fan of dogs. They love the cats better. Well, I think it's because they can use the cats for healing, too. To help with their healing, to help you. Okay, there you go, Grumpy. Oh, now he's off. Yep. Hey! Get off my thing. Oh, I think he's still on the dog. Oh, I think he's still in the doghouse. Are you still in the doghouse? Is he over there with you in the doghouse? The female dragon Talon had a go at him and chased him all over heck. I wonder who was with him that did that. Didn't see him starting to connect that to like a physical thing. I think something actually literally put him, like chased him around besides my cats. Because my fluffy cat, which Talon uses as a vessel sometimes to communicate, was chasing the hell out of him, flew up my curtain, After that, after my cat literally ran up the very top of that curtain trying to get Loop. And so I think he's still kind of in trouble for something. Yeah, were you doing too much? Yeah, too aggressive? Oh, he's giving you love. He's all forgiven. Here, Loop does funny stuff, I tell you. I think he just pushes too hard sometimes in some direction. The female dragon wasn't having it. She got upset. Chased him up the curtain. I mean, he must have flew away to get away from her. Oh, they were just discussing the kitten, huh? All right, innocence. I think. Oh, this must be for Mar. Is this for Mar? Whoa. Take time to play, nurture your inner child. Live a little childlike sense of wonder. Your inner child and an innocent aspect of yourself and still believes in magic and miracles without question. This inner child can be your greatest ally in creating your dreams. Only but only when she feels loved, safe, and is given permission to play, then your inner child is hurt, scared, or neglected. He or she can create sabotage, procrastination, or hold you back from achieving greater things of your life. Holy crap, I never thought of it that way before. You guys ever think of it like that before? I never thought of it like that. If you don't help your inner child, this will cause sabotage and procrastination. That's hilarious. You're neglecting your inner self when you pull that crap, or your innocence. This gentle unicorn mother and her sweet baby encourages you to pay attention to the child within and give him or her plenty of love, healing, and nurturing. Let them know it is safe to play. Put them in charge of engaging with fun and magic in your life. If you suffer childhood abuse, bullying, or any trauma, this card may be a message to seek out deep healing for those wounds so you can move on with your life. It may be called to live in some more innocent, seeing the good in all people and believing life is magical. Call on the baby unicorns to help and honor and love your inner child, to reclaim your innocence, and to spend more time living in wonder. Miracles will happen when you do. Ooh, see, I was just talking about hanging out with the unicorns. They're on it. Ooh, this is a neat one. Oh, that massive wings. Unicorns? Well, I'll show my unicorns to them then. They can connect with the unicorns too. Oh, them baby unicorns, I bet would love them. They're all around you. They're usually up high because of the dragons around. Oh, here I'd have to get up and leave my spot. They were just singing the song. All right, intentions. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your requests to the universe. When you focus on what you want with laser sharp clarity, you have the power to part seas and move mountains. What may now seem out of reach and can come to you if you believe in it with all your heart. Command it with clear intention. Let the universe find the best way to bring it to you. And then take courageous action as guided. You may sense that your desires are being delayed or not arriving at all because you're sending out a muddled or a timid request. Perhaps you're not sending out any desires at all. You will create a default reality based on your old patterns and beliefs unless you use intention to manifest what you want. Avoid being trapped in the dramas and same experience and same disappointments by setting strong new intentions now. This glorious winged horse urges you to remember that you are a powerful creator of your reality. Where whatever you're doing, so consciously or unconsciously, he urges you to focus intention to command in your blessings and deliberately create a life that lights you up. You are an infinite being tapped into unlimited possibilities, and you can choose and create your reality now. So choose a life that astounds you with magnificence. Send in with your power as a creator with the divine and stay strong in your clear intention to live your highest life. Got that? Highest intention. Well, and there's the cover of the book. Oh, and here's the back. It's really neat. The aura. Oh, the unicorns. No, the unicorns create auras. They create the rainbow. Along with the rainbow dragon. Oh! Now I'm gonna show them all the cards. Ooh, the goddess. Honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. See? She's got a unicorn mane and a horn. The unicorn goddess. See, I have a unicorn horn too. I've actually had that cut off before too. By a red assassin. Of course, I grew a new one, and now I have a detachable one, which is kind of funny. I have one that attaches and detaches. Oh, these are really pretty cards. I wonder if she can see me. She probably sees me. My unicorn form. There's my butterflies. Which I find ironic because see, I have this butterfly tattoo. I have I have blue butterflies, well, probably all sorts of colors, but I always resonate with butterflies as blue because I really like the blue butterflies. And then ironically, someone that connected through my energies will like randomly talk about suddenly knowing magic and everything about them. It's kind of weird. It's like, thanks for siphoning my information. People get ridiculous. I bet she likes this one. Oh, cool, you grow flowers. I'm always bringing flowers home from the flower shop for the unicorns. She said that she thinks that's her. Oh. Illuminated unicorn. Oh, you like that one? There's extra energy behind this one. This might have a significance here. Action. Perfect time to act. Take inspired action towards your dreams. Aww. Oh, that's what you guys could do to connect to the unicorns more and some of the dragons even, because some dragons love flowers too. Some dragons actually eat the flowers. Yeah, the unicorns will eat the flowers too. But when I finally figured out why some of my fruit decays faster in my house because I have dragons and unicorns that eat it, I'll sit there and realize it. In a couple of days it went bad and I went, what? Hey, there's Rundown Gang. Is that your avatar? Look at that unicorn. He's got a cool hairdo. I got jokes. Now, if your kid agrees, that's going to be hilarious. He's going to be like, yep. Don't tell me you have a goatee. That'd be hilarious. The mohawk is fire. Look at this one blending in with nature. I'm trying to hold it still. They're getting turkeys. Now the unicorns are playing. They get playing with the cards. Ooh, I bet you'll like this one. I thought of Mar when I pulled the card. Seek out soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing with soul family. All rest is a distraction. Remember that. All the rest are just distractions. Connect to soul family. I quit trying to fit in where I don't. I quit trying to fit in. Period. I just be myself. If nobody accepts it, tough. I'm not here to impress people that don't give a crap. I'm not here to make friends with people that are non-believers, and I'm not here to be friends with negative people that keep staying in a negative state. That's not me. I move on and I find better people. I'm learning. I just unsubscribed from a whole bunch of channels recently too. I just did that today actually. Dance. Ooh, I bet she likes that one. I just unsubscribed from a whole bunch of people that were holding me down. And it turns out after I unsubscribed and cut that cord, I literally had all my energy come back at once and I felt the cord cut and I burped. So yeah, that was a negative connection. Isn't that ironic? Most time people project. Oh, look at that. We're in synchronicities. Look at that. Move your body to music. Dance with rhythm of life. Manifest your dreams through dance. Well, I know I'll start talking about a whole bunch of stuff and then suddenly I get weird vibes and I go, this isn't a pissing contest. I said, why are you trying to just, it's like they always want to one-up you, and it's like, that makes no sense. We're not here to one-up each other. I think sometimes that's why I don't connect sometimes with some people that come around here too. It's just, I don't mind, people sharing perspectives and sharing their channel, but there's some people that come in too that take over my channel and post all their crap, and I'm like, wait a minute. If this is honest teamwork, why are you posting all your crap on my channel? It's like you're trying to hijack my channel and my people. You're not here to hijack my people. And I know that, I don't know. And see, I feel kind of, I'm thinking like that, but that's the vibe I get. Maybe that, because I try to, be friends with everybody. And there's a few in here that'll suddenly like post all their, and I don't mind because we're here to support everybody. But when you constantly say, I can do that too, and I can do that too, and I can do that too, and copy your every move, it gets suspicious, and you're like, that sounds kind of weird. Because if you're on the same page, you wouldn't sit there and constantly try to one-up somebody. I just like to share my experiences, and if there's something I honestly can't do, I'm not going to say I know how to do that if I don't. Oh, dance though. I like dance. Dance. I need to go out and do that more. This place sucks. You guys know a place where to dance? Freedom! Look at that. Freedom! I bet she loves this card. Because I really like it. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. Ooh, I know what I can do. Is she still watching? If she's still watching, I can do her a favor. Okay, here we go. I bet she'll connect real easy. Kids seem to connect more. All right, unicorn. This baby unicorn. Is it the purple one? Purple unicorn. It's sitting in my hand. You go say hi to her. She holds her hand out. She could probably sense the energies. Woo, my camera just adjusted. It's picking up the energy of the unicorn. It's flexing my camera focus. If she reaches her hand to the screen, she can feel it. She'll be able to transfer the energies. Can she sense the unicorn yet? He got bigger. That's a heavy baby. I don't think he's so little anymore. When I first ran into him, he was really tiny. He got a lot bigger. And I'm quit shaking the camera. Yeah. Did it headbutt her? Oh, it did this to her. They're really playful. It probably wants to play with her. Because if you notice, my camera keeps changing too. Okay, you're heavy. You're getting heavy, little guy. Okay. Okay, here, go. Okay, my arm is sore now. He got heavy. Oh, she went to lay down. Oh, maybe she wants to go dream about him. Ooh, this was really cool. Imagination. Well, without even knowing it, she's probably been playing with him the whole time. The unicorns around love to play with the little ones. I mean, at 14, I started looking up unicorns. I sensed their presence. I must have subconsciously realized that I had some type of unicorn stuff floating around, and I started looking them up. You know how hard it is to look up real unicorn information? I had to look up so many different multiple books, so many variations. Oh, I can feel. Wow, I must have connected with her because now I feel tired. They really connected good. They made a good connection because I've started sensing her being sleepy. Maybe she's helping them calm down and go to bed. Haha. Oh, there's a lot of things we energetically do and don't realize. I haven't pulled this unicorn deck out in a while either. I usually use the other one, but this one has more like in-depth, different perspective, in-depth information. And honestly, when I pull these cards, see, that's the funny thing is, I can do a lot of readings without cards, but some of them are because of the specific meaning actually needs to be heard. So that's why I read them. Cause you know, it's a play on perspective, because not everyone will understand something another way. And you know what's hilarious? I always used to, even in school, would constantly say something but repeat it differently every time. And everyone thought I had something wrong with me because I would repeat what I was saying all the time. And it's just like my higher self wanted extra clarity what was being said so people understood it. It's funny. bet you were actually a unicorn in disguise. You were a unicorn with wings. You connected to the... And it was funny. I had someone send me a Pegasus once too. That's hilarious. I wonder if that was one of you guys. See, I noticed my whole life I've connected to these other people through dragons and through other beings. Literally connect, and it's funny that I'm now running into you guys. Because I've probably been connected to you guys on a different level, like, my whole life and never noticed. I've probably ran into similar variations of you. Yeah, I've ran into similar variations of you, but just never connected to that person because it wasn't quite the right one. That's so weird. Different architects. Yeah. I'm gonna find this hilarious, but I don't want to offend nobody. But I think it's kind of hilarious. I actually had a dream about when I was a real little kid. When I was like, I must have been like 4. Yeah, I was like 4, I think. Well, in my dream, not that. I must have had a dream when I was like 18. And like remembered when I was 4, I ran into I ran into someone like you, like you guys, and for some reason I asked my mom if you guys taste. I asked my mom if you guys tasted like chocolate. And this is just a dream I had. I thought that's comical. I said, do they taste like chocolate? You know, 4 years old, it's an innocent dream. But to have a dream so realistic and clarity, if you ever had a goofy redheaded little tiny kid in your dream when you're real little, that was probably me. I wonder if that was Mar. I wonder if that you or Mar had the similar. Oh, that would have been funny. That'd be funny if we had the same dream. Did you hear what I said about the dream? I said I had a dream about I was like 4 years old, maybe 5, and another kid similar to you guys, like, but the tiny, but like, what was it? Well, we were about the same age in the dream anyway. I dreamt I ran into you, like one of you's like in a dream. I don't know if it was specifically you, but in general, it was like a younger version of you, or as a kid, maybe not. But if you ever had a dream about a goofy redhead looking at you goofy, that was probably me. It was so weird what I was thinking of. I asked if I asked my mom if you guys tasted like chocolate. I don't know why. I just remembered that. I don't know if it was a dream or if it was a memory that actually happened. Or I picked up someone's dream. I don't know. I come up with weird stuff. It just stuck to me as hilarious because of that comment. I was always nervous to talk about that because I always thought people would take it the wrong way too. Well, that's cool. Okay, this is more unicorns. 5 of air. This situation hasn't worked out the way you'd hoped, but you can try again. Your power lies not in allowing the chips fall, but in how you handle yourself moving forward. You may now feel that the cost of this venture is too high. Carefully evaluate the way events have transpired in order to gain valuable lessons for your future. Someone in this situation isn't coming from a place of integrity. A desire to win is so strong that this individual will ignore others' needs. Review everyone's motives, including your own, and do what you can to foster a win win solution. Unwise choices, a desire for revenge. Thinking of oneself, gloating. Or are you calling someone out? Haha, loop. As someone dealing with a situation like that, oh, you missed what I said? Review everyone's motives. An unwise choice. Learn what you can from a learn what you can from the situation. Apparently someone one of us is connected to is not who they say they are and coming from bad integrity and from a place of revenge. No, maybe that's everybody. Oh, was that everybody? What are you calling out everybody? Yeah, I have a few that have been doing that to me lately. I think we just bring that out in people for such a we create such a reflective pattern that they get us use us for all sorts of things. I'm learning to call them out though. I think that's why I've been unsubscribing from a lot of places too. Because if you're honestly supportive and you're supporting this group for like over 5 years and nothing comes of it, and suddenly no one listens to you, no one's talking to you, then why am I hanging out? It's like they use you for your information and that's it. You mean squat to them. All right, see? And I just recently unsubscribed from someone because of that same reason too. I love sharing the experience and I love sharing with people, but if what I'm doing isn't even helping and no one gives a crap, it's like, okay, then I'm in the wrong soul group. Oh, doesn't that suck? I always try helping, stopping her plans. Yeah, and I'm starting to notice ahead of time now. Yeah, it came down to his house. Yeah, see? It's almost like it's a distraction purposely thrown in our face to stop us from our progression. But at the same time, it's almost like an added learning experience, too. But to learn the discernment and understand the difference. Mm hmm. Yeah, I understand that. I do that a lot, too. Get burned so many times. I finally stopped doing it. I'll help to an extent, but then I learned to call my energy back and cut the cord. Because I've been helping so many people and not focusing on my channel either. And you notice that's why I keep running into other people in random channels too. But I finally stopped doing that today. I cut myself off from a few because facts, it's limited now. Yeah, I had to unsubscribe because I wasn't doing enough on my channel. I wasn't going live enough and I was getting exhausted. Because literally when I'm in chat, nobody understands and respects what I do. I literally am protection of the chat. I mean, you assign me as a moderator, I'm a guardian. That's my role. That's what I do. It's like an automatic thing when you're in chat. Ain't no more. They ain't get no respect. I ain't gonna do it. I mean, there's only so much black magic one can handle, and so much of this and so much of that. It's draining after a while dealing with people that ain't got no concept or clue of. And so not only was it a test for all of them in the chat, mindless of their connections and not understanding, every time you go somewhere and you don't clean your aura, you're affecting other people. Every time you go into a chat, you gotta remove all your crap because you can hurt other people with your attachments. And people are blind and brain dead to their situation, their surroundings. And I'm not saying it to be negative either. I'm trying to say it so that they clean themselves up and clear themselves out. And you guys are pretty great in my chat. I mean, I haven't had to deal with that too bad. And when I do, is because we're already soul connected on such a different, like level. So we help each other out. We know the concept of that. We're not sucking each other's life force. That just sounds so wrong when you say that too. Why would people even do that? That's terrible. And the way I worded it made it sound even worse. Okay, I pulled the moon. Yeah, energy memes. I know. I mean, it sounds so terrible. Sucking someone's life force. Well, that's because basically that's what they're doing. They don't grasp the concept. Energy is your life force. Common sense, you would think. Why would you suck someone's life force? Granted, it's probably an attachment, but still, you gotta understand something. You feel really weird the next day when you're messing in someone's energies you shouldn't be and be like, oh, wait, maybe I have an attachment because I feel like crap. Everyone experiences times in their lives when they're afraid or insecure. Sometimes these fears are based on external factors, as you can see. Sometimes worries stem from irrationality or unreal concerns. In both cases, it's important to go within and listen to your intuition as what to do next. Ask your inner self about the source of your anxiety and trust your guidance. And sometimes it's not your energy either. You're picking up someone else's vibes and it's starting to affect you. So then you got to do a reality check of your surroundings. I figured that out too. The angel sent you this card because there's a time of powerful intuition and psychic ability. However, your greatest insight will be about yourself. Embrace this period of self-awareness to overcome past blocks that have held you back. Awaken to truths about yourself and what you've kept hidden and see your brilliant light. Paying attention to your dreams. I was just talking about my dream. Unseen events that are affecting you. Illusions. Ooh, illusions again. Okay, I'm just reading a couple more cards and I'm going to call it good. These guys are getting antsy. You going to go watch something? Can you believe that? These dragons are couch potatoes with me. All right, we're bringing in extremes. This can be a card of extremes. It may be a cautionary message to take care of your resources. Perhaps it's time to create a savings account or review your spending habits. Yeah, review your spending habits, buddy. It's also possible that you are too financially conservative. Additionally, this is a message to donate time or money to charities or worthy causes. Your hard work is paying off by staying alert to new possibilities. Change is inevitable and can bring newfound resources of abundance. Be open to new and exciting opportunities. Don't let fear-based thoughts limit your actions. Good business decisions or investments, large purchases, penny pinching. Fears that fears of what you've accumulated will be lost. Look at that. Is it funny to bring up donations appreciated? Is that what you're getting at? Funny dragons. Loop's still trying to get donations. What was that? He's like, dang right. There's Fluffy. Hi. Uh-oh. Is he putting you in check? No. See, look at him. He's blocking himself. And Talon putting you in check? Yeah. Hi, Fluff. Now, this is a rare opportunity. Look at this. This is what my female dragon uses, or communicates through Fluffy. You think this pushover is a big old pushover until he's mad. I even scold him and say, quit being a pushover. and I really careful what I say now, because he definitely ain't no pushover. Telling me his business. What Talon uses Fluffy to keep him in check. Oh boy. Everybody runs. Look at this beautiful kitty. It's my new word. Norwegian forest cat. It's kind of similar to a Maine Coon. It's like a smaller version of a Maine Coon. Oh, are you purring? Did everybody see the kitty? Aww. Mar needs one like this. He's extra cuddly and super soft. He's the only one that lets me do this. I pick Adam like this, up like this, and he goes crazy. Adam gets grumpy. He rolls around like a beached whale. He makes himself look ridiculous. Hey, Mutt. I know, this one's pretty. He's a pretty boy. I think he's trying to tell me that it's time to quit. Is it time to quit? Everything good? Donations for the beautiful cat. He could use some treats. Donations for the kitties. Yeah, he does shed a lot. That's right, I use special shampoo. Or special soap. I use, they have special conditioner. Special fabric softener that helps repel cat hair. I use that in my clothes. It helps a lot. But if you like to pick, if you like fluffy fluff and cuddles, this is definitely a cuddly kitty. Good dog. Did you chase all the boys away? Oh, bless you. I think he's trying to, she's trying to tell me to take a break. Is it time to go? Oh, we're getting the boot. Time to say goodbye, everybody. Yeah, I do. You gonna put me to sleep here, man. This is cuddly. I hope everybody got some good messages and good conversations. We'll do this again. I gotta take breaks in between though, because it's a lot of energy coming in when I do stuff. But I'm also gonna lessen everything now that I've dropped a lot of subscriptions. I'm gonna start doing my own stuff more frequently, like I'm supposed to be doing. I didn't realize my energy was going out so far away from myself. Lesson learned. So keep that in mind where you subscribe to. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And we'll start getting into the dragon conversations more frequently too. The how connecting to them. I pretty much did a lot of it tonight. So if you missed anything, rewind and check the beginning because I was really on a roll with a lot of connections and stuff. And basically a lot of it's to do with emotions. Because dragons connect, so a lot of it is balancing your emotions and realizing that when you hurt yourself, the feeling goes both ways. The dragon hurts as well. So that's why some are very cautious to connect. So be mindful and rethink your connections of emotions and how strong you are. Keep in mind that you are very strong energy too, and connecting with the dragon will double that, but that also creates a connection to your dragon. So that's why some aren't quite fully connected yet. There might be something you got to work on yet, because it's a very big decision to be like, and for some people you might have to open, unless they connect differently with everybody. But for me, directly, it's a direct empathic connections. So if you're not an empath, maybe that's something you can unlock too. The dragons would probably work with you to figure out a way of unlocking if you're not that connective. And trust. You got to earn their trust. If you're hesitant and fearful of the connection because of that emotional connection, that's what might be setting you back too. Because I had to explain to them why I didn't trust them. I let them know that it wasn't them I don't trust, it was all the other entities connected to the connection. And then they understood that I was feeling everything they were, but the entities, when they deal with things, that I could feel it. And so then they were more willing to connect to me anyway on a stronger level, because I was already feeling everything on a physical basis because of the specific empathic connection I had. So I kind of already had it to start with, but for those that don't have that, that's what you gotta work on. More trusting and balance your emotions. Well, yeah, that's probably your dragon. If it's white and black, that's king. There's a white and black dragon that I picked up from that motel. His name is King. He likes to be called a king. And he's got more of an earthy energy, even though he's water. So he comes off as kind of dark. But he's not. Yeah, see, he comes off with kind of strong and different energy for me. But he clears out other energies. Well, actually, through me, he's connected to you right now, clearing stuff. He wanted me to let you know. He just cleared something for you. And just don't be afraid of him. He's helping you with a lot of stuff. He deals specifically with like releasing fears too, which is kind of funny. That you were you were scared of him. It's probably yeah. See, I know exactly who he is because he hangs out and helps my dad sometimes. And yeah, too. I probably sense him on a stronger level because of him being a water type. He's from the river. I threw a crystal, and actually that might be how to help connect with him too. Because unintentionally, I might have created like a portal, but I threw a crystal into that river that's by that hotel. You know, to waste a perfectly good crystal, I suppose you could hold one of the rocks over there. Well, I guess it's a lot of concrete, which I thought was kind of weird. But if you find a rock, if you find a rock and connect your energy to it, and just think about the dragon, black and white dragon, and throw it in that water, it'll probably have a better connection to him as well. And then he could probably go both directions. That would open an extra portal. Does that help you? Okay. Oh yeah, and that's good you like a water because I love water too, but I'm always having to put water in the bathtub for him. Or he gets grumpy. He'll sulk and get mad. Oh. And more shrimp. Eat more shrimp and it'll help clarify your dreams. And that's why the dragon's been having me eat shrimp. It provides clarity for the water dragons. I'm assuming the seafood connection. Well, I literally try to eat shrimp more often and not all the time. I still only eat it maybe twice a week, but well in the mercury content. Yeah, DHA, that's what you need. It helps you dream better. So it's oh no, you can't have shrimp. Well, trout? I know, do you eat trout? So, river water fish will help that connection. I don't know, to me it feels like an energetic bribe. Oh, scallops? Will that work? No. You don't like scallops? He don't like scallops? Okay, King. Apparently he's not a fan of that one. So maybe compromise. Do you eat like any type of river fish? Yeah, he said yuck. For me, he put the shield up. He put my wing up. It's like, nope. Oh, there must be when he doesn't connect to you. Yep. He said he hides. So yeah, that's what I've noticed. If you stick with foods they like. It just simply helps the connection more. I know that's probably cliche of so like some type of terrible entity, but it's not. You do realize how bad that sounds, right? Yeah, well, that makes you think other things. Oh, is that part of the trusting? Oh, see, that's the trusting side of it. Now I get it. That's a way to work around it so you earn the trust. Oh, the discernment. Discern through and realize you're. Oh, there we go. Eat more fish. Perch. Oh, a lot of them like that. Okay. The whole family says yes, perch. River fish. Catfish. Don't look at me funny. My cat looked at me weird. I said catfish, not cat. Clarify myself, I guess. Watch what we say around everybody. That's hilarious too. All right, I'm glad to help you all connect more. It's for everybody else too. Certain dragons that connect well, and honestly, here's the thing: the more balanced you are, the more dragons you connect to. And that's because they're trying to balance your nutrition level out as well. It's not just necessarily meant to be like something goofy, but they're trying to help you balance what you need. So you connect with the other dragons more after a certain period when you start eating more things and doing different things or working on another level of energy or just working with different things. You'll accumulate other dragons that'll help you with something specifically. I think that's what I got to clarify too. It's not just specifically to dragons. It's just those are the ones working with certain ones the most that resonate with things you got to work on. And I just so happen to connect to them directly from apparently Mutt's location. Huh. How ironic is that? That's crazy. Oh, there's dragons in that place too. If you want to connect to that motel and go in there, you don't have to get a room or nothing. But if you want to just wander around and hang out at the bar, I bet you'll have a sense and sense the dragons. Not saying you have to go to the bar, but I'm just saying because there was a lot hanging out there. I cleared a lot of it. Bad energy too. Because I think it was just to check it out and curious because I'm sure the rest of the clan are there too. King probably wants to check up on his buddies. Because he's separated from his clan to create a new one to integrate here and over there. So I think that's what quite a few of them have been doing too. Is that it's like they'll separate from their clan and work in a certain realm, and then they reconnect differently where they originally were too. And bring new. Oh, it's like bringing new energy into a place. Oh, I get it now. Because there's certain realms within Earth that connects all to each other, and each one will be in their own realm, but then connects like in the center. And I'm like the center, and then outward. Then that makes perfect sense. I'm like the center of it, and then spread out, because that's how everyone really is, and that's how I've been doing everything. Huh? I just made a new. I just made a new connection. Oh, that's cool. So I'm like the hub center, like this rehabilitation sanctuary place. They learn as babies because they go through a rebirth process to cleanse out the corruption and the bad energies. They go through the sun to have a rebirth, but then they're small and relearn again because it's part of the rehabilitation, that's the rebirth process. So they're in a new energy and learn new information and how to be more positive and work with humans. That makes sense. Well, and a variety of other things too, various of other things, but that's the basic concept. Oh, I probably do. I just realized. Thank you for acknowledging that. I probably do then if I'm like the center and everything. It's almost like I'm the center healing, the major healing aspect, healing everything else. That could be what I bet you I've been healing a part of you and I didn't even notice. I bet you I've been healing all of y'all, and I'm not saying this from an ego perspective, but you're right. If I'm like the center of everything, helping all these dragons, I've probably been healing a lot of you with the dragons. Yes. Oh, that's what all the energy I feel all the time and why I'm connected to you and understand it. Huh, fascinating. So, here this whole time, you have been supporting me for a very good cause because I have actually been assisting you on an energetic level and you not realizing it. Me not realizing it either. And I bet you these sneaky dragons brought us all together in some way, form, or another. So we acknowledge what we do and acknowledge all our connections together as a soul family. Fascinating, just as I was trying to leave. That's when everything goes boom. Again, thank you for being here. I realized I probably do a lot more. No wonder I sense so much crap. For me, when I'm doing it, it feels like chaos. It does. Are they all hiding? Wow, you all crazy. Yeah, I see now all they're hiding. So I was doing more. I was probably doing way more on my shadow work than I thought. I bet you I was helping a lot of you with shadow work. Because I was literally, the other day, I could put my hand out like this. I put my hand out like this, and I'm cleansing an entity from something. I'll like run my hand over and do this. It's like I'm clearing and then I burp. That's my clarification or acknowledgement of me clearing stuff because I'm transmuting it. So then I burp it out, and it's like positive energy I burp out from clearing the negative energy. So, and I did that by my door. It's like I literally have beings that come to the realm where I'm at just for healing. So I'm probably healing some of your dragons that help you. It's like they absorb all the energies and then they come back and I heal that. Ooh. Hold on, it disappeared. Maybe you let out the chaos energy to heal, but it's chaotic, so I can't feed off its stealing. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Oh, why did I bounce my camera around? Sorry. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Thanks. See, I go through so much heavy healing and heavy stuff that sometimes I need clarification. And it gets hard sitting there and trying to clarify everything. I could sit there and drive myself nuts. It's amazing I'm not crazy. I mean, serious. If you think about it, what I'm doing is probably pretty intense. That I haven't lost my marbles yet. It's impressive. Because I literally go through so much stuff and I'm constantly clarifying and asking questions. I have to because I need to know where energy's going. I need to know this is because I'm blind. I don't actually know. I have to feel into the energy where it's going. It's crazy. It's like, okay, why can't I just see where it's going? Like, oh, that's too easy, too much interference. So I gotta do it the hard way. Oh, I know you're headbutting me. I know it's time to go. I know. Oh. Yes. Okay, Talon. I know this is Fluffy, but it's Talon too. And that's another thing. It's like, what do I call you? I just call you Talon Fluffy. It's a fluffy Talon. You're a fluffy Talon. I'm getting scolded again, okay? Now I have to really go. Save more for next time. Free time to meditate and recharge. Yep. Yes, that's what he's telling me. There's he, she, whoever. Fascinating. Oh, now you're tapping my back. Okay, okay. All right. Thank you for helping with the. Sometimes my clarification needs assistance. That's amazing. You picked up on that. Thank you. All right, all right. You do realize I have to actually push the button to leave. Yeah, I have to push the exit button inside out. And see, that's what we're here for. Exchange all this perspectives to different perspectives to put the puzzles together and figure it out together. Good night, Kitty. Good night, Dragons, he says. All right. Good night, everybody. Good night, chat. Thank you for hanging out for such a long time. I've really tried to keep this short, but as you said, if the energies come in, the energies come in, and suddenly, intuitively, new things emerge, and then boom, you got to talk about it and explain it, and they all want to help each other understand what's going on. So, craziness in a nutshell. At least we're finally understanding things on a deeper level. That's amazing. You know how many people that still struggle? Man. All right. Yeah, you know this is complicated to turn it off. You guys have a good night.